There's the cameras. Go.
And welcome to Nat1Fun, ladies and gentlemen. I hope every one of you guys had a good week. I know I did. It's been one hell of a week, but we are here. You've made it. Congratulations, everybody. And it's time to play some D&D. I hope you're ready, because we are gonna bring the heat today. So first off, I'd like to say thank you to each and every one of our supporters that come here to help bring what you see to life. And because of last week's support and the amount of love that we received, we were able to do, what, 3 or 4 dice giveaways this month so far? 4 dice giveaways if you count Twitter, and those numbers are only going to grow. We are going to try to give as much to you guys as you give to us, and well, we're always going to play catch up because we can never give as much as you guys give to us. You guys are amazing. So thank you, each and every one of you. And let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to be doing this week because of the generosity last week. I left it up to Brad this week. So Brad, what do we got in terms of dice?
Well, I decided that we should go with the dice that our diehard dice sponsors are basically gave to us to try to give out. What was that called again? Let me look it up.
The Blue Enchantress.
The Enchantress set? Blue Enchantress, yes, that's it. So I chose that. So during our break today, we will be giving away a Blue Enchantress set to some lucky winner.
When we get a close-up, I actually have a set of the Blue Enchantress here to show on camera. That way you guys get a
beautiful dice.
Better idea of what they are. It's a beautiful purplish, bluish, pink-ish. He's got even a little bit of pink in it with a goldish yellow number system. So yeah, really pretty.
Yeah, we just received so much love and support last week that it's only right to give back once again.
We gave away a metal set of dice, we gave away a regular set of dice, we gave away a regular set of dice this time, and we're giving away just all kinds of stuff. So I hope you guys are here for it. I know I am, so thank you very much for everybody that sits here and supports us each and every week. Like he was saying before, we are affiliated now with Die Hard Dice, so if you would like to save yourselves a little bit of money while you are shopping with Die Hard Dice, you can use the code NATApril, and you can save yourself 10% off your order, no matter what. Even if you don't get the Blue Enchantress set, that's fine with us. You can always go and save some money when you go and order some beautiful new sets of dice from that company. So I hope you stick around with us, and we are here to offer you guys as many good stuff that we get from them back to you guys. I think that's pretty much it. We talked a hell of a lot last time at the start of the game, so I feel like we're missing something, but I can't think of. The Nat1 rundowns are in production right now. We are moving quickly on them, so you know, throwing up a ton of drawings and doing all the voice work that's required for all of those does take quite a bit of work. But luckily, because of the Nat1 community, you guys have provided me with a little bit of ease in order to complete these by helping me write the scripts, because those, to me, are some of the hardest things to do, is actually write the scripts. But once the script is written, I can draw all the pictures, I can do all the voice work, and I can do all the editing and stuff like that. So thank you guys for all your help yet again. So that's pretty much all I got. Does anybody have anything special going on this week, or does anybody have anything they'd like to say?
I do want to thank Die Hard Dice. Sorry, I put in my first order ever to them and received all kinds of goodies. So just know that they do take care of you when you put in an order. You get notes from them,
You give you a
extra
handwritten
dice
letter,
sometimes. Right? Yeah, I got a handwritten letter that actually I should read on stream. I feel like
That's pretty cool. A lot of private information in there.
When I put in my order, I mentioned that, you know, I was going to be rolling these dice in our campaign, and this is what they said. Hail champion. So awesome to get an order from you. Thank you for lending your support. Nat1Fun is great. May the dice serve you well. Pretty cool. Little note with a B on it.
That's pretty awesome.
And I got an extra D20. Beautiful.
Is that a metal D20?
Yeah, they added a metal D20 to the set. And these are the iron set that I'm rolling today for Grimly.
Ooh. Dwarven steel.
Matches, yeah, I was about to say matches your armor.
Oh, yeah.
All right, very cool. That's pretty much all we got for this week. I would say the last thing I would like to kind of start by telling you this week and then continuing on from each week until it happens is I will be moving away here pretty soon. I will be going back to the United States on June 1st or June 2nd is when all my stuff gets shipped. So you can actually expect that Nat1Fun is going to be on a little bit of a hiatus for a couple months. Hopefully less than a couple months, but probably more on the more leaning towards the couple months time frame. So you can expect that during the summer, June and July time frame, that Nat1Fun will be taking a break. That does not mean that the Bumblebee channel will be taking a break, because I am going to be hiring out these fine folks you see in front of me, and we are going to be throwing together some random D&D streams. So things that have to do with D&D, or things that have to do with tabletop role-playing games in general, or hell, even a random video game here or there. We're going to be trying to keep the Bumblebee channel alive. So if you can stick around through the summer months, June or July timeframe, I promise when we come back in August, you're going to be surprised by the insane quality upgrade that this stream is going to get, because I'm going to be going all out when we come back. So again, remember that I'll be leaving June 1st, June 2nd timeframe, so hopefully before that I can put together a big going away stream, going away bash kind of stream. Yeah, and so I guess we can all look forward to seeing what these guys can all come up with in my time off. All right, so with that being said, I think it's about time we get into it. So let's go ahead and roll that intro. Alright, and last we left off, our team had just rescued Imdra from the clutches of a long-lost mage's tower out in the middle of nowhere. And after finding Imdra's body, they found the body had been turned to stone recently because of a basilisk that was hiding away. The team, trying to figure out how they're going to get Imdra out of this mage's tower, was run into by a large group of bugbears. These bugbears, obviously not the brightest bulb. They absolutely showed them that with a bit of strength, show of strength by Olanu, that they were even with 6 overpowered. And with that, they parlayed due to Abel giving them a bit of food and even a little bit of money to calm them and even allow them to help get Imdra out of this hole. During this time, Grimly was unconscious for a good bit of it, but as he woke up, he realized that while he was out, he had a bit of a vision of the past. Long-lost city, doomed to fall from the sky, currently crashing around him, seeing people die left and right, until seeing a strange skeletal figure disappear in front of him, his master of some sort. And finally, of course, snapping to as Olanu clocks him across the face with a right hook. As soon as he wakes up, he attempts to, of course, figure out what is going on, but then, of course, helps the team figure out what to do with Imdra. As they come to the surface, they find that their axe beaks have been knocked unconscious, but after a bit of healing and a bit of talking, they were able to wake them up and use them in order to then travel to Caer-Konig. As they make their way back to Caer-Konig, the bugbears made it very clear that they are not welcome in any of these civilized towns. So they parted ways by splitting the party and making their way back into Icewind Dale. As the team makes their way into Caer-Konig, they meet up again towards the winter's end, and they realize that by asking Allie and her sister to keep Imdra here while they go to Easthaven to try and figure out how to solve this might be the best way to keep Imdra from breaking into a million little pieces on their way back. At this point, with our team getting a good night's rest here at the winter's end, we pick back up with our session. All right, and I hope you enjoy our new little setup here that we have. It does not have a chat menu, so now you can talk amongst yourself without it popping up all over the screen. I think it's nice. It's a little bit cleaner. Anyways, so we pick up today's session as everybody lays down to rest for the night. As Grimly says a prayer, and Kinrava does her studying. Everybody falls asleep for the night. Kinrava even going into her her rest or her meditation. We pick up today right as Abel is having some sort of dream. And we'll go ahead and go do this thing. I think what I'll have to do is I'll have to drag your... That's not what I want. Hold on. Abel. And then we'll do this. This. So I fixed the one-on-one screens a little bit better as well. That way everybody can see. All right. So, my friend Abel.
I'm so scared, y'all.
As you drift off into slumber, your mind is filled with a longing for home, and you awake in your bed.
I will flip over to see if Lena's there.
No, you find yourself actually in the inn where you just fell asleep.
Oh shit. I'll get up.
You stand up, and as you stand up, you take a look around the room. You look back at the bed as you hear something kind of shift around and move. And as you look at the bed, you can see yourself sleeping peacefully.
I'll walk over and try and touch my face.
Your hand kind of like floats through your head.
Is there a window in this room?
There is not a window in this room.
Okay, I'll quickly go out into the hall if I can open the door.
Yeah, you walk over towards the door, and as you walk over to this door, you swing it open in like a hurry. And as you swing it open, the hallway that you would expect to be there as you look out into or through the door frame is no longer there, and is now replaced by an open glade, as the door is but a portal into this new world. You see a huge full moon in the sky. A dark blue night alight with twinkling stars. Tall grass topped with white flowers blows in the wind and rolls over the large hillside beyond. Much warmer than you have ever been in your life. In the distance, a lone figure bends over to collect a few flowers to place into a woven basket.
I will sort of bask in the warmth for a moment. Take a deep breath.
You hear the sound. You hear like the
figure.
sound of. You hear the sound of like some strange thing that you haven't had a chance to ever hear before, as like some sort of cacophonous insect sound, almost like a violin of sorts, but a very high pitched. You believe you've heard of these, that you just hear like a bunch of crickets.
Right.
Grasshoppers in the area.
Do I recognize this place at all?
No, this is very much alien to you, especially because of the weather.
Yeah. I'll take a deep breath, and then after I notice whoever's picking flowers, I'll slowly make my way over there.
As you're making your way over there, you approach to see the profile of your wife in a flowing, thin, light blue nightgown. Her pregnant belly clearly bigger than when you had left it. As she turns to you, you hear a crack under your foot, and she snaps in your direction. You look down, of course, you see that you've stepped on some kind of twig, but as you look up and see your wife, you realize that there's no face upon the body, a blank palette of skin.
I stumble back and sort of gasp.
As you stumble back and gasp, you can see her like reaching out like towards you and kind of like stumbling back towards you with her hands out and like kind of waving them around.
Lena?
She puts her
just
hands,
calling out her name.
Yeah, she puts her hands behind her back and she kind of like bows her head and says, like, you know, nods yes. She'll slowly approach you, like, as you're kind of backing up on the ground, and she'll reach out her hand for yours.
Okay, I'll hesitate for a moment and then put my hand in her hand.
You put your hand in her hand, and it's warmer than ever. It's just like placing your hand in a warm mitt that has been in the dryer for a long time. And she pulls you up off the ground, and she kind of gently rubs the side of your face with her hand, and you know this as your wife just by every action and movement that she takes, but for some strange reason, without a face. She places her finger as if, like, but a moment asks you to wait.
Okay.
She skips a few meters in front of you and stops in the grass and like places her hand behind her back and kind of twirls from side to side, almost like a little girl. And then she bends over at the waist and dips her hand below the tall grass where you can no longer see her hand. And then then removing it from the grass. And as she removes it from the grass, the flowers next to her begin to rise from the ground. As you realize these are no more flowers from the earth, but are actually part of the back of a tall, deer-like creature as it comes up from the ground. Pastel pink fur, no horns to be seen, but instead a bushel of flowers that runs down its spine. with light blue eyes and a bright pink snout. It snares at you. Standing a good 2 feet over your wife, she leads it over to you.
I sort of brace myself and put my hands up in front of me, and I'll slowly approach as she approaches me with this creature.
As you approach with your hands up, she gently grabs your wrist and kind of guides it over towards the creature and places your hand on the muzzle of the deer. It bows its head as you place your hand on it. And when you place your hand on it, the strangest sensation comes over your body, basically as if your consciousness flows out of yourself. And as you concentrate for a moment before you are now suddenly staring back at yourself and your wife's image. Your wife pushes the creature, causing you to, pushes the creature, and as if looking through the creature's eyes, you begin to charge off across the flowery fields, causing you to almost lose your balance due to the disorienting nature of this feeling. But as you're trying to catch your balance, you feel a soft hand across your chest to attempt to stabilize you.
What is this hand? Can I look down?
Well, as you are looking through the eyes of the creature right now.
Right.
And the creature has kind of jaunted off, and you see it almost about to enter into the forest just on the edge of the glade. And it looks back in your general direction. And when it looks back in your general direction, it sees yourself standing there in the middle of a glade by yourself.
Layden is gone.
Yeah. The warmth still pressed against your chest.
I'll just reach my hands up, even though I'm seeing through the eyes of this creature, and reach for that warmth and hold it.
When you reach up, you place your hands on your chest, that warmth's still there, and the creature runs off into the forest. And as soon as it passes the forest's edge, you are returned to your own eyes. And you now stand alone in a glade, wind still blowing, and the moon nearly as bright as day. Strangely enough, as you look around and try and gather what the hell is going on around you, to break it off even more as strange, you see a lone strand of thick vine-like rope that dangles perpendicular in the air a few feet in front of you, hanging about 10 feet tall with nothing holding it up.
I'll grab onto it and sort of tug on it to see how it's maintaining its current position.
You pull on it and it's taut. The rope is there, it's stuck. But as soon as you pull on it once, the rope, emanating from the top of the rope, almost like a ripple of water, emanates a window, or almost like a portal. As you look upwards, you can see yourself sleeping, as if looking through a hole in the floor above your bed. So you see yourself basically upside down, inverted. And the rope seems to continue up into your room.
I'll start climbing up it if I can.
You take one hand over the other and one hand over the other until finally you reach the top of the rope, and kind of reluctantly you place your body through this portal. And as you place your body through the portal, you wake up in bed.
I'll just sort of shake my head, rub some of the sweat off my forehead. Is it still, I guess it's hard to tell if it's still late at night or around
Yeah,
the time
actually,
I would
to be honest,
get to wake
completely
up.
honest, yeah, to be completely honest, the only way you're able to tell is that you're not necessarily completely rested just yet.
I'll sort of sit at the edge of my bed, sort of throw my legs over the side and sit at the edge. And I'll sit there for a couple of minutes. And then I'll pull the ring off my finger and look at it and the bracelet that I wear.
The ring, are you talking about your like wedding band?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then I'll lay back down. Try to go to sleep after whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah, all right, you lay your head back to rest. All right. We come back to the group as they are trying to find a night's rest. And as everybody seems to be having a good night's rest outside of Grimly, who is having his nightly terrors that he normally has.
Just casual night terrors.
Yeah, just casual night terrors. Yeah, you guys just hear you just hear Grimly screaming from the other room. This is normal. No. We pick up with Liadain. And we're gonna take you over to the one-on-one.
But what if I don't want to go?
Like I forgot to copy her camera. We're gonna copy her camera, then we're gonna go to Liadain's one. There we go. Perfect. All right, so now Liadain, you are fast asleep, trying to find a nice position to sleep in on this rough-hewn bed. It's still better than you are used to, but it's not necessarily the most comfortable. So you toss and turn for a little bit. But you know what? It's been a while since you've dreamt. In fact, you can't even remember the last time you did. Here in Icewind, it's ruined your usual creative mind that seems to be going a million miles a second back in the day. Just constant dreams, jovialness and happiness all the time. Icewind has kind of sucked everything from you in terms of all that. All you know is as you finally find your way to sleep, you find yourself locked arm in arm with familiar faces. And one moment. Let me just make sure this music is good. Make sure that this is what I want. I don't want Abel's theme. Oh no. Oh, wait. Nope.
This is where it all comes crashing down.
Mm-hmm.
Shh. Not on my one-on-one. I've not had one of these yet.
1 second while I find Liadain's theme yet again, because I'm a dummy. There we are. Boom. Liadain, you find yourself outside. It is nighttime. You are locked arm in arm with familiar faces. And around you, you see the Midrock players, your family. It is a jovial celebration, one of many that you've had before. It was a basic Tuesday for you, but it's a long time ago, and this brings back a rush of memories. Heat fills your heart once more as you fill yourself with a good amount of ale, everybody imbibing in something. And everybody is just having a great time. You hear the band is playing hard and everybody is celebrating, kicking their feet and clapping along with it. And as you finish dancing and you finally kind of break arms with everybody there, they all stop and finish with a loud clap and everybody's laughing. You refill your cup that you had currently, and as you refill your cup, you begin to make your way out to the large field that is just beyond this kind of circle of carts that were created in order to kind of keep the fire within and make sure everybody's safe. And you make your way out to the field to have yourself a little tinkle or whatever you need to, and you go out and you find a nice spot to lay down and stare off into the sky underneath a large oak tree. You haven't felt this happy in a long time. With drink in hand, you stare off into the stars. The music from the celebration distant now in the background. It seems that they've picked up another song and they've just begun playing and dancing and continuing on with the night. Until you hear a voice come from the other side of the tree. Hey there, Leah.
What you doing?
Kind of startled and asking the question, you lean around the tree and you see a familiar face. Sean takes a long puff of his decorative pipe as he stares off in the opposite direction. He kind of leans over. Cooler than a witch's teat, isn't it?
No, not really. Do you want to sit next to me?
Thought you'd never ask. And he kind of just makes his way and scooches around the tree. Takes another puff of his pipe. He leans up and he looks out towards the sky.
You do know that I'm within view of the cart, and you didn't have to follow me.
What made you think I followed you?
I'm not gonna run away. Uh-huh.
Finders keepers.
Because you weren't there when I sat down.
Not you. We named the monkey.
You were able to see around the tree?
You don't know what I was and wasn't able to see.
Touche, Leah. Hey, oh, hold on. Music did something I didn't want it to do. There we go. He takes a puff of his pipe and he looks over at you, and a serious look comes over his face. Very, like, not very normal. Not often do you see this face from him. But he looks at you and he looks directly into your eyes and he says, "What is it that you wish to accomplish by leaving us?" He looks down.
What makes you think I'm trying to leave? I'm here.
We both know you left. He just looks down and then looks back up and looks directly into your eyes.
I just wanted to find my own way for a while. Live my own life for a while. Didn't expect to be gone so long.
You ever plan on coming back?
That's what I want to do, but I don't know if I can right now.
What's stopping you?
Magical frost storm.
It is mighty cold then.
Yeah. Don't remember the last time I was warm.
You know, Leah, you've been on your own so long now that you've forgotten what it means to be a part of a group again.
You don't know that.
Oh, Leah, I know a lot more than you think.
haven't forgotten how to be a part of a group. They just have to be a group.
He chuckles.
They haven't known me long. They don't know anything about me.
Have you tried talking to him?
You don't... Maybe. No.
You don't have to lie to me, Leah.
Why you... I'm not lying. No, I've not really talked to him. I
Maybe you
didn't
should.
expect to be with him for 2 days, let alone as long as we've been together now.
Aye,
They're
aye.
calling us by a name.
What name be that?
They named us the Winter's End. I don't really like it, but that's what they're calling us.
Seems fitting. If not on the nose.
Yeah. That was a problem, but it's alright. In a story, we would have had a different name, and it would have been great and grand, and when people looked into it, they would have realized what we were.
Well,
I'm not in a story.
you can always tell the story when you come back.
That's
Now-
my plan.
Leah. And he takes you, he leans over his shoulder to kind of look in your general direction again. You need to be careful about your actions if you plan on returning to us. You know, might not lead only to you dying, but your new friends as well.
I don't know what you're talking about right now. And I don't particularly like the way you're talking to me like you're my pa when you aren't.
It's your pa. It's your friend.
I know. Sure.
Look, we just don't want you to. We don't want to go losing ya. Now, do we?
Not particularly.
Don't go and get yourself killed then. He goes, you still owe me that dance.
I know.
He smiles and takes the last puff of his pipe and realizes that the tobacco is used up and sighs and taps the top of the tobacco thing to kind of ash it out. And he stands up quickly, kind of dusts his butt off. He looks at you and gives you a wink. He goes, best be at, oh, can't speak. Best be back at, I can't do it. Best get back to it now, is what I meant to say. 10 times over. Be safe out there, Liadain. Come back to us.
I'm gonna try.
And he starts to trot off in the direction of the carts.
Wait for me, Sean.
You stare longingly into the nighttime sky as you see the large cloud of smoke that has gathered from the bonfire in the center of this get-together. You watch as it kind of folds out into a larger cloud, kind of covering up the moon and the stars. And slowly but surely, you open your eyes to the cold, dank interior of this wooden cabin in Icewind. And we go back. All right. Everybody, you wake up in the morning. Let's go with this ambience. Let's stop Liadain's theme. And You are refreshed. You have all your hit points. You have leveled up. You guys are now level 5. You have everything that you need. What are you guys doing?
First and foremost, can I check the book to see if any new spells are out?
The one that you checked last night?
Yes.
Nothing new.
Okay. Since I've attuned to that amulet of the Shield Guardian, do I know where that thing is now? Since it says in the description you know where the general direction of it is? No, you know exactly where it is, which direction it is.
No, it is southwards towards the spine of the world. It is in the middle of the mountains of the spine of the world.
That thing walked a long way. Okay.
I can give you a 100% better description here after the break, and give me a chance to locate it specifically.
Okay.
Welcome, Doom Lowly.
Lolly.
So after that, Kinrava's going to go down to see if the sisters who run the inn are actually awake.
Yep. Yeah, you go downstairs, and they look to have been awake for a little bit. You see them, they've brewed a bit of some sort of morning, drink with some winter berries and stuff like that.
Hey, Ali, Corey, could I ask you two for something?
Sure, what is it, Ken?
Could you give me one of those tusks from that walrus carcass they dragged in here last night?
Sure. Don't know what we're going to be doing with it anyways.
I'm going to be honest, I don't know what they expected you to have with it. They just brought it.
Yeah. One moment. She goes out to the back, and she comes back, and she has literally like a 2-foot long tusk in her hand. And she's like, this the one?
That'll do.
This
That'll
thing's
do.
fucking heavier than I thought.
Oh. Well. She's still got that omen as a flying snake around her neck, by the way, so she's just gonna take it.
You put it around your neck now? Okay.
Oh yeah, it's around like her shoulders and her neck, so...
Excellent. Okay, well, in that case, she will very reluctantly be like, I assume that's another one of your pets, Ken?
Oh, it's the same one. He can just change shape. Thank you.
Of course he can.
Imagine.
After Dark Rolls, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Nat1 family.
That name, you win the name lottery. Thank you.
After Dark Rolls.
Pretty badass.
So yeah, she'll just wait downstairs then, because she wants to actually talk with the group before anything else.
No problem. Rest of the group, what are you guys doing?
Shortly after, Grimly just comes wandering down. Already ready to go. Tired eyes. Good morning.
Well, I suppose it is morning.
Everybody, you guys coming downstairs as well, or are you guys staying up in your room?
I am laying on my bed staring at the ceiling for a long time.
Understandable. Yeah, you literally, as all that was happening, you had just woken up and you're just reminiscing.
Would have gotten up earlier in the morning and went outside to practice some maneuvers, and we'll come in again.
Okay, yeah. So you go outside, do your morning routine, kind of getting limber, stretching it out, and throwing the axe around a bit to practice, whatever you need to practice in order to stay proficient. And you are welcome to come back in. Abel, what are you doing?
I will sit again at the edge of the bed, sort of ruminating over a weird ass dream I had. Think about Lena and why her face was that really fucked with him. The blank the missing face. And then after a while, he'll put his armor on, check all his equipment, check his armor for any damage that he might have to fix later. Just a general gear check, and then he'll come down, or I'll come down.
Yep. Abel starts to come down the stairs, and everybody, as you gather, minus Liadain, who still is laying down. Abel starts coming down the stairs, and as Abel is like adjusting his pack on his back, and he's tightening his cape that he's wearing, his fur cape, you notice that Abel is sporting a brand new hairstyle. Abel now has a tuft of feathers that is covering the top of his head, and it kind of is angled backwards.
It's new.
What do you mean?
Your head. Do you have feathers?
I have feathers, and I'll run my hands through my hair.
You run your hands through your hair and immediately are caught up in a big thing of feathers, as if you like ran your fingers across like an ostrich or something.
What the fuck? And then I'll sort of grab at them, see if they come off without. I'm not gonna pull super hard.
They're like pulling your forehead when you yank on them a little bit.
Do you want me to actually?
Is it feathers all the way back? Is it all feathers?
It's
now?
it's like a mohawk of feathers, and then you have like a bit of hair like hanging down the side.
What in the world is? What are you doing to me, Dan?
Abel, why don't
Kinrava,
yeah.
What is this you?
Do you think I have the ability to turn people into owls?
I don't know what you can do. What is that snake around your neck?
Oh, this is Omen.
Toralix, thank you very much for the 500 bits. You're amazing.
But
Can
no,
you fix this.
I'm just. Can I see what sort of feathers they are? Like owl feathers?
Give me a nature check.
Oh, joy.
On Abel.
Abel's feathers.
Good man.
Let's
Would
see.
I also be aware of this?
Olanu, you would immediately know these as owlbear feathers.
Well, that's a 16 plus 4, so...
Dirty 20, you would know these actually as owlbear feathers as well.
And what did that ring do again?
That's a very good question. Who has that ring?
Trey?
The one that Abel is wearing, you mean?
So, don't be alarmed. There's a pretty good chance you're turning into an owlbear. Just thought you ought to know.
What do you mean I'm turning into an owlbear?
Those... Yeah. She's gonna point it at Olanu and like, you say it.
Owlbear feathers growing out of your head. That ring that you're wearing might have something to do with it.
I'll look down at the ring. I'll pull my glove off and look down at the ring instantly.
Yep. You pull the glove off. First, Prince Petty Ink. Thank you very much. By the way, that is our good friends. Let's see, and you pull the glove off, and you see the ring is tightly secured to your finger, just as it was before. You see that the like
ring.
gemstone, it has like almost like a clear gemstone. Oh my god, barbaric carrot.
Barbaric kind of carrots.
Barbaric carrot with 5 tier 1 subs gifted. Holy shit. To Arcane Overlord, Fork, Sanchoto, Machine BX, and Dominicide. Thank you very much. Holy crap. Thank you very much for the support, Barbaric Carrot. Awesome name.
At this point, Grimly just falls out of his chair laughing at Abel.
God. I totally forgot that this ring was even existed.
So the ring on your finger, you look and you can see that it's like that crystalline structure on top. It's very clear, like very prismatic crystal on top of this thing.
I'll immediately try to pull it off.
Ooh, looks like we lost Ray. Ray, you good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your camera's gone off, just letting you know. Oh, there we go.
Whoa.
Whoa!
That was a dynamic maneuver.
All right, we're good.
360.
Yeah. So Trey, you see that? Sorry.
Yeah. Abel will try to. I'll try to immediately pull that ring off.
Yeah, you go to pull that shit off, and it feels like you're about to pull your finger off.
Fuck. Oh, Abel saw that.
Oh man.
Can you get this
It
ring
looks
off
great.
of me, please? Anyone?
Why don't you come sit at the
How
table?
bad do you want to keep the finger?
What is on your head, Abel?
I immediately pull my hood up.
It's like the tuft of feathers kind of gets like pushed up, and you can see just like a little bit of feather plumage up front.
God damn it, Dan.
You know what? Why don't we wake up Liadain, get everyone who knows magic down here, and maybe we can sort something out.
I don't know. I think it looks kind of cute, Abel.
I'm walking out of the building.
You just hear chuckling and laughing as you walk out.
Abel,
Look,
stay
Grimly
here,
and her
please.
like kind of like jabbing each other with elbows.
Yeah, I pull up my face mask, and I will walk out of the building.
Got it.
Kinrava's going to go up and see if she can find Liadain's room.
Yeah, you go up and find it, no problem. You know where she stays.
She's just gonna knock on the door.
I'm awake. I'm coming.
Abel's an owlbear, you might want to come down fast.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm coming right now. Second, let me put the rest of my clothes on.
Yep, you just hear like a bunch of like fumbling around and everything like that until Liadain pops out of the door.
I immediately run past Kinrava downstairs.
You see the tail end of Abel's cloak as the door slams shut behind him.
Oh, right behind him.
You open the door up. Abel, what are you doing outside?
I'm just walking. I don't even have a place that I'm going to specifically.
Yeah, for sure. You just see him like with his hands up, like around his pack, his head down, his hood up, and he is just walking out towards the middle of Caer-Konig.
Where are you going? Come back. I didn't get to see it.
I just stop and sort of drop my head. I'll turn
Come
around.
on. You can't run away. Come on. We've got to fix it.
I'll go back towards her.
Yeah, Liadain, you can now see what everybody was toting about, just kind of popping
Yeah,
out of the front.
Pull back the hood all the way.
You see a
All right.
mohawk of feathers.
It's not. It is.
My head's really warm.
That's positive.
I
We're
think
in
it's
a
this.
really cold place.
It's this fucking ring that we got.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. It's probably yeah.
Do I
I'm
know
assuming
much
you
about
tried to
owlbears?
take it off.
Do you know much about owlbears?
Yeah.
Roll me a nature check with advantage.
13.
13. I mean, you know the general knowledge of owlbears.
Okay.
You know of them. You know the basic knowledge. You don't know any of their like intricate secrets or anything like.
You're welcome. Not you.
Well, at least
Legendard
if I
rolls
turn
with
into
the
an
Prime
owlbear.
sub. Welcome. Thank you very much.
At least I'll be a
I
lot
don't
stronger if I turn into an owlbear.
You're not wrong. And probably a lot of fun. As, like, you can talk to all the animals if they hang out with you. But why don't we go with you're not going to turn into an owlbear. Grimly's not going to have a weird thing burst out of his body. And let's just go back inside and talk about it.
Yep. Yep. All right. As long as Ali and Corey are not in the room, I'm fine with that.
Can I use prestidigitation to at least get rid of it for now, so we don't have to worry about Ali and Corey?
Get rid of what? The feathers?
The feathers, like to just disguise the feathers as hair.
Oh, I mean, you can do your best. You can turn them into brown feathers.
All right. I'm gonna try.
Sure. Yeah. With prestidigitation, she waves her hand in the air, and they magically go from blue and white to a hair color, like the same exact color of your hair, brown.
Does it go from like little baby feathers to much bigger feathers as it goes back?
Sure.
Trey loves this, by the way. I would just keep the goddamn feathers.
So I didn't get rid of them, but now they're a little less noticeable.
Yeah, I'll pull the hood back over.
Okay.
It's not a bad idea. At least you're not blowing smoke inside.
Yep. That's still happening for you?
Yeah. Your scar still blue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go inside.
Alright.
As we head
I go
inside.
in first and
Yep, I'll let her go in first.
I say, so if we want to talk, you two can't be here. And I just point to Ali and Corey. I mean it with the best, but
Allie,
we kind of need him inside.
Allie seems a little disappointed. You see her go like, oh, come on. It's not that
No,
bad.
you can make fun of
And then-
you can give him a hard time later, not right now.
Corey doesn't even like think twice about it. She's like she doesn't even want to be there to begin with, so she just goes to the back room. Allie's like has to be dragged to the back room.
Thank you, love. You're great. I open the door. All right, come on.
Don't break anything.
I'll sigh before I walk in.
Well, I do have something that might cheer you up.
What is that, Kin?
Well, those potions we got from that tower, I managed to identify all of them. She'll like set the potions down as well.
Do any of them turn feathers back into hair?
It's more thinking, make you not turn into, make you not have the feathers, but that's fine.
Not exactly. This one resists you from fire. This one resists you from cold. This one resists you from force. And this one resists you from... Acid. Acid.
Do owlbears have beaks?
Yes.
I
Grimly,
only
they
know
do.
about the stories.
I just start laughing again.
You two, get out!
Leave him there. Leave him there. We'll deal. Besides, I wouldn't be laughing considering the fact that you're pregnant, Mr. Dwarf.
Fair point.
Grimly, I forgot all about that.
In case you forgot, about good half of this party is fucked. Just thought, I should bring this to reality here.
So I guess we're gonna sit down now. On that note.
Yes, we are.
Great.
So, first of all...
Sorry, special delivery.
That's awesome.
That's a great special delivery.
Yes.
Thank you, Queen Bee.
Thank you, Queen.
Thank you.
Love you. All right.
Cheers.
So,
Yes,
first of all...
Queen.
Yes, Queen.
So first of all, again, those potions. Very nice find. There's also this, and she'll hold up the Shield Guardian amulet.
Mm-hmm.
This apparently controls something that dug those holes all the way out of the tower.
How do you know that it dug the holes specifically?
Because the wizard told us.
Oh.
But this does control that. It is somewhere in the southern regions, I think, of Icewind Dale.
Yeah, it's in the mountains of the spine of the world, and they reach kind of like south to east, kind of like along the south border of Icewind Dale.
Okay. Yeah.
But you know the specific location. But like I said, at the break, I can give you exactly where it's at. But yeah, you know it's in the spine of the world.
This, whatever dug its way out, managed to make its way into the spine of the world. If we can find it and get within 10 feet of it, I may be able to bring it under our control. However,
place for it to go.
Does it think by itself? You keep
actually,
calling it an it.
I have no idea.
Oh, I missed a lot.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say.
There's also... we also
Say
need to...
I'll say.
God damn it.
Oh, was that done on purpose? All right.
Sorry, that was stupid.
God damn it, Brad.
Anywho...
What? We're all gonna die. Let us liven up the conversation a little bit.
Bad sense.
We also...
Sorry, I'm done. I'm done.
We also need to go either to Easthaven or Bryn Shander so we can get ourselves some tools. I may be able to cure Imdra, but I'm not going to know until I can get my hands on some alchemist tools.
All right.
You okay with going back to Bryn Shander, Liadain?
Yeah. What are they going to do?
Pull your name from the lottery?
Oh, yeah, but if I'm not there, it's even worse.
Right.
The lottery happened, but I don't know exactly when the lottery is. Hard to tell. But, yeah.
You recall the lotteries are drawn like every 3 or 4 10 days.
Okay, I thought it was about a month, so yeah.
Yep.
So...
And just because I'm curious, do you know how long we've been traveling together?
You guys have been traveling together. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. But that's just because I have the note.
Yep. You guys have been traveling together now for upwards of a week. Like 7 days.
10
Not,
day?
yeah, not 1 10 day.
Okay.
Just a week.
7 goddamn days.
Right?
Holy crap.
7 days.
This has been the longest week
It's
of
the
my
longest
life.
week of my goddamn life.
Really, on episode 19?
Also, there's still the matter of the Druga that's in Easthaven.
Alright, well, I mean, we might as well go to one of them. Don't think we'll be able to find if we need at Easthaven. We haven't been able to find anything we really need at Easthaven, but it's closer to Bryn Shander than here.
True, and Bryn Shander is... I think Bryn Shander is the largest of the 10 towns? Okay. So if Bryn Shander is the largest of the 10 towns, there's a good chance they might have what we actually need there. I'd also like the opportunity to see if I can find any low-level spell scrolls in their general stores, possibly.
I would like to state now that having visited both Bryn Shander and Easthaven, even though Bryn Shander is bigger than Easthaven, Easthaven is still more stocked and more everything than Bryn Shander, just because of the fact that Bryn Shander is struggling to feed and house that many people who have made their way there. Easthaven is the first stop for traders outside of Icewind Dale. Easthaven is where the thieves and everything like that, they all stick around and hang out, so you're going to find all kinds of underground stuff. Stuff is being traded more often than not in Easthaven than it is Bryn Shander. Bryn Shander is a great place if you're trying to, like, lose yourself in a crowd. But other than that...
Okay, fair enough. Well...
It also has a pretty strong militia.
Probably best if we have a look in at least Easthaven anyway, because... honestly, we need to do something about those Duergar at some point.
Alright. Are we going now?
And that asshole of a town speaker still owes us money for that cauldron we gave him.
I'm surprised he didn't try to give it back.
Only reason I didn't is because he promised to pay us. If he's not, well... Also, I do have one last thing to bring. Well, technically two last things to bring up, actually. First, if we do need to camp in the wilderness, I can actually help us out a little bit there. I can create a small shelter now, which will shield us from the cold and also shield us from any weather.
Useful.
And lastly, there's the matter of this. And she'll bring out the vial with, like, the shimmering...
blue liquid?
Blue liquid in it. And set it on the table. This is... incredibly powerful.
Ooh.
Anyone who drinks the entire vial of this, and it has to be the entire vial, it cannot be shared, will be able to cast the minor illusion cantrip forever. However, it is based on it's based on how smart you are to cast this. It's not your force of personality, it's not how much you know yourself and the world around you, it is based on your intelligence. Now, I'll be the first to admit, this could help me a great deal. But, if any of you do want to have a hold of this, I'm not going to object. Or if you want, we can just come back to this later.
As a magic user, I'm surprised you are willing to share this. I appreciate that. I have no need for it. But thank you for considering it.
Oh.
Obvious, but pass.
I'm not really the smartest person here.
Oh, that would be... that would be really great for many reasons. But I think maybe we talk about it later.
I think that's a good idea.
Could you make these feathers something else with that cantrip?
Well, only until you moved. It's a stationary matter. Even on my own, I wouldn't be able to make it move around with you.
Do you think that you go full owlbear, or does it just kind of stay like this? Because I was poking fun, but it actually looks pretty cool.
I don't know, Grimly. I may start plucking these feathers out soon.
As someone who's had an owl quite a while... Oh, by the way, this is Omen. You know, just so you know. But just in case you...
It holds up one of its wings.
just in case you think about pulling those out, keep in mind those things do have a blood flow. It's not going to be pretty.
You know, I did find one feather in my head earlier, and I didn't think much of it.
And you didn't mention this before?
There was a lot going on, and I kind of forgot about it, to be honest.
Do you mean like growing out, or do you mean like just in your hair, like Omen put a feather, like dropped a feather into there?
Well, I pulled it out and it hurt like hell.
You know, maybe we should have
yeah.
given that ring to Iceheart here. Imagine, like, turning into a pot owl thing might actually be really good for your whole, like, griffin aesthetic.
No, thank you.
There's no way anyone can take this ring off my hand.
I mean, not right now.
If you're not attached to the finger.
Let's assume that he's
the ring is also
finger.
so useful.
How about if we actually, you know, now we actually say it out loud, we do need to also find a healer for Grimly.
If this
So
progresses,
Easthaven it is.
if this progresses, I'm fine with losing the finger.
Yeah.
I can't come home like this.
You know, that's going to be a very awkward conversation when someone has to explain how your wife got pregnant from an owlbear. That's probably a good idea.
Well, I wasn't an owlbear at the time.
They aren't going to know that.
I wonder
Let's
if you'd also
go
have
do
to
something.
worry about like losing your mentality to being that of an owlbear.
True. But if we at least set out for Easthaven, we can find most of what we need, and then at least get some information about where we can find a possible healer for both Grimly and perhaps even Abel here.
Right. Fantastic.
I'm also going to assume we don't want our guard captain friend to remain a yard ornament, so...
I mean, I feel fine. There's probably nothing wrong with me.
There's... Grimly, the list of things I
Probably
could put
something
that's wrong with you would probably extend out of this tavern.
What did you say,
Did you
Liadain?
have it?
What?
Did you sleep last night? Did you have any dreams? Cool. So
That's-
we're just gonna stick with that. No, you don't feel fine, and you probably have some sort of parasite inside your body.
The door slams open into the inn, and you see standing at the door a very fine dragonborn. As he steps inside, he's like, "Guys, there might be an issue."
Fuck.
Hmm?
Yeah, I know, but and he kind of just holds up his arm, and an owl that has like a small owl has a little note that has been attached to its foot. He pulls it off and he reads it aloud, and on the note it says that something is going on in Easthaven. Seems people are starting to get sick.
So maybe we skip Easthaven.
They say it might be your fault. Now, I don't know what that means, but you might want to, you know, head on over there and check that out, see what's going on. Clear your name, if anything.
Fair enough.
We should go right away.
Come on.
Trovis kind of like looks around and he's like, "Is there anything I need to send off to Easthaven before you guys get there?"
At least mention that we haven't done anything. Oh, and mention
You
that
can
we...
s-
And mention that we're trying to cure Imdra, if you could.
You found her. All right, yeah. We'll tell her that you found her. That might clear
that
your
would
name
be...
a little bit.
Yes.
and that we're on our way.
Yes.
All right, that's a good idea. I'm gonna send this off. Y'all hurry up. He just steps out. You see him pull out like a bit of ink and his quill and begin to write on the note.
Ah, come on then. Let's see how bad this is.
You step outside, you see Trovis like launch the owl into the air as it takes off. The weather
I
itself.
shoot 2 arrows.
a plume of feathers into the air.
No, more feathers.
You see the owl take off into the night. And as you step outside, you see the weather is fucking freezing cold. It's a remarkably cold day. For whatever reason, it feels like almost 10 degrees colder today, and you're sitting there chattering your teeth the second you walk outside. Trovis seems to be fine. Olanu seems to be fine. Everybody else, you have to pull up your masks up a little bit further. You gotta tuck in your ears, all kinds of stuff to make sure that you're warmed up from it. Cuckoo seems to be outside already and nibbling around like underneath the deck of the inn, trying to, you know, nuzzle like small holes that he finds and trying to look around. He's like, "You guys ready to leave?"
Yes.
To go get our axe beaks.
Oh, Abel, before anything, I do have something for you.
What is that?
She'll, like, hold out the walrus tusk.
I'll walk over to it and grab it. Is this a walrus tusk?
It is. Apparently, according to Grimly and Olanu, you're supposed to give parts of dead animals to people who you want to give a gift to.
You wanted to give me a gift. Is this from the corpse we dragged from the tower?
I'd like to say yes, but I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure after those sisters get done with this.
What is this for?
Oh, you just seemed rather upset about the whole Imdra and the wizard thing. I was hoping that, you'd appreciate a gift to show, I don't want any hard feelings.
I was acting impulsively. There's no hard feelings, kid.
Alright. Do you want this dead part, or... I'm gonna be honest with you, I never understood the point of giving dead body parts to people, but Olanu said it would be a good idea,
I don't think that's something that you do.
Just do that all the time.
I mean, I'll take it if you don't want it.
I'll keep the tusk.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, keep the tusk. let's get the axe beaks. This was done.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Ken.
Or a dagger.
You guys make your way to the axe beak holding pen up by the Frozen Far expeditions, and procure your now much more healthy axe beaks. You need to feed them for the day, so if you'd like to go ahead and expend a ration for the day.
Why did I give those bugbears rations?
They're really thankful. And you guys might start heading out. Are you guys just heading down southwards across the roads? Or using the pathways down to Easthaven?
I'm assuming that's the safest, so...
Sprout owl wings and fly.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever the fastest.
We're not a hero.
Yeah, no problem. So you guys start heading south. Now, time frame, you're looking at about 9 p.m. or 9 a.m. at this moment. Damn. And it will take you guys Caer-Konig to Easthaven. Caer-Konig, Easthaven. About 5.5 hours. So along your way, you guys pass by Caer-Konig. Are you wanting to do anything in Caer-Konig?
Not particularly.
You guys pass through Caer-Konig without a second look. You just travel through the town, no problem. You see that everything seems to be in order, as you do see people, a few people, walking through the street, not a lot. Caer-Konig is a small town, but you do see a lot of people, like over on the Caer-Konig keep that is on top of the hill. You see them patrolling up there and everything. As you guys are making your way by, knowing who you guys are at this point, they see you and kind of like wave as you pass. and you guys continue on. For the next 3.5 hours or so, you make your way from Caer-Konig to the outskirts of Easthaven, cresting over the edge where the sign once again says, "Watch thy pouch." And it will take you over to Easthaven on the map. Alright. So now, you guys come to the outskirts of Easthaven. What's your plan? What are you guys doing?
I guess we should go straight to town hall.
Yes.
Drop off the axe beaks first and head that way.
Maybe we should ask.
Oh, go ahead.
Maybe we should ask the stable hand who gave us this ring if they know anything. Actually, probably
They were
best we don't.
clueless.
Actually, yeah, but about probably shouldn't. We could have got it cheap off them. So yeah, never mind. Never mind.
All right, you can leave your axe beaks at the stable if you'd like. They would be in safekeeping. Nothing, nothing will happen at the stable unless something crazy happens. But other than that, if you leave them out, at the inn, or if you leave them out at the town hall or something like that, they'll be out to whatever they don't really have anywhere to be penned in at. So the stable's really the only place you can leave them safely, and you leave your axe beaks there, and just have her watch them until you come back, which is no problem. And you guys walk on to the town hall, and you approach the town hall. You can see that security has been picked up a bit. There's about 4 or 5 guards that are standing around the front entrance of the town hall, all in various alertness. Some of them kind of dawdling off, and a couple of them seem to be standing at attention, like looking around. What are you guys doing?
I'm heading inside to talk to the speaker.
Yeah.
You pass by the guards, and they're like, one of them kind of comes up to you, seeing that you're approaching, and he says, "We got your word. Where's Imdra?"
Currently recovering at Caer-Konig.
She's okay then.
As okay as she can be after what she went through.
Good, good. Well, I wish the same could be said here. Something seems to be wrong. People are getting sick. You can talk to, what's his name? I'm really
Daneth?
bad with names. You can talk with
Daneth.
Daneth
Wayland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems to have come under the weather himself.
Oh no. We'll have a look immediately.
Wasn't it alright?
It's been 2 days since you left.
Yeah. 2 whole days.
A lot can happen in 2 days here.
I know, calm down.
He kind of just like backs off. He's like, it just kind of gives you the motion to be like, go ahead, see for yourself.
Thank you.
You walk inside, and as you walk inside, Daneth is actually just right there at the front. There's a desk that was set up at the front, the one where you had signed the paperwork and everything like that for the cauldron, and he is just sitting there behind the desk, and you see that he is currently like leaned up against the desk with his hand against his forehead, and he seems to be sweating a little bit as he is writing some papers down.
Are you
Are you
alright?
all-
Yeah.
He kind of looks over at the group. Who's speaking?
Thanks.
A lot of us, apparently.
All at the same
Fine,
time.
I'll just talk to the group.
What's wrong? What
I don't
happened?
know. I don't feel so good. And he goes, Some kind of stomach bug. It has to be something with that cauldron.
Cauldron. It was fine when we tested.
Well, we ate it, and everybody started getting sick who ate from it.
Oh, no.
Where is it now?
It's held upstairs where it was before.
Do you mind if we go take a look?
Be my guess.
Actually, Grimly, do you have anything to help with sickness or?
How many people ate from the cauldron?
About 20.
Ooh. Hmm. If you'd
But
like, I...
Do you mind if I try something?
And he just kind of like with droopy eyes just kind of looks over at you and coughs. And he's like, sure.
I'm going to step up to the front of the desk in front of him and just close my eyes and start praying to Helm to give me the power to cleanse his illness. And then you'll see a golden shimmer surround me. And then I'll just reach my hand out and it'll lead my hand over to him. And I'll cast Lesser Restoration.
Nice. You cast lesser restoration on him. And the moment you lift your hand from his skin, you can see that the sweat on his body, on his brow and everything like that begins to dry. And he instantly, like the color, the flushed color of his face begins to return. And you see a more pinkish color come to him. And he kind of looks up, like, from his, like, saddened, like, droopy eyes as his eyes open wide, and he says, "What was that?"
It was a prayer.
Healing magic.
Right, well, we need more of that. Hey, big raid from Nikki Nerds Out. 17 people. Welcome, everybody. Rhino with the bumblebee. Welcome, everybody.
Hi.
Mickey!
Listen, doing that took a lot out of me. I can maybe do it one more time, but if 20 people drink from that, it would take days for me to fix it, and I don't know if people will last that long, considering how sick you looked.
He just shakes his head and he goes, I'm at a loss. I don't know how to triage this. We'll gather everybody and see who's the most sick, and we'll just give you the sickest.
Speaking of which, can I have a look at the cauldron, please?
Like I said, be my guest. It's upstairs.
Alright, Kinra was gonna stop going upstairs.
Yep. It's where it was located before the thugs had tried to take it out. You go back to the long hallway, and at the very back room, you see that it is a bit of a plethora of goods that has been confiscated. Familiar to you, you do see a bag of holding in there, or a crazy looking bag. The cauldron and some other stuff that has been confiscated from thieves and everything like that. Most likely more likely just random bits and bobs.
I'm going to not do what my player wants me to do and take that bag of holding, and I'm going to cast Identify on the cauldron.
Yep. You casting Identify on the cauldron gives you the same amount of magic that had emanated from it before. You realize that this cauldron can make a ton of food, upwards of like 300 and something meals a day. You see that It is used by mixing a liquid inside of it, and when stirred after a moment of time, it starts to warm, and you get food.
Okay. So in that case then I'm gonna cast Detect Magic then.
Your Detect Magic will of course bring up Conjuration. But it will give off a hint of Necromancy as well.
Oh. You're muted, Trey. Okay. Can Ravas just go into call downstairs? Boys, could the two of you come up here?
I'll head up.
On my way.
So, you two were the ones dealing with people up here, correct?
For the most part.
Did you see them do anything to this cauldron?
It got damaged a little bit during the fight. They cast a spell.
Oh boy. Well, there's necromancy on this cauldron now, where there previously wasn't. And considering that I didn't pick up anything when I cast my Identify spell, this thing is likely being cursed.
Is there any way to remove the curse?
Well, the curse isn't originally part of the spell on it, I suppose, so... I'll give it a try. I'll cast Dispel Magic on the cauldron, I suppose.
Alright. And you cast Dispel Magic on the cauldron. Go ahead and roll a d20 and add your spellcasting modifier and everything to it.
Oh boy. Oh, that's actually a good roll. That's... so I rolled a 17. So I think that's... Yeah, since it instinctively cast it at 3rd level, that's so... Yeah, so dispels anything up to 7th level, I think.
So 17 is what you rolled naturally on the dice. Don't you add your proficiency to it? Or don't you add your spellcasting modifier to it?
Let me check.
Dispel Magic, add stuff to the dice.
You add your intelligence modifier.
There you go.
Oh! Okay, so the DC... Okay, so my spell modifier, my intelligence modifier, is a +4, so that's 21.
21. As you cast Dispel Magic on the cauldron, the powerful Dispel Magic that you set forth, almost like a shotgun of magic to this thing.
Oh no.
Basically, you see a small poof of like green smoke emanate from the top and end in like a skull-like formation that screams out and suddenly disappears.
That doesn't bode well. What did you just do to it?
I just tried casting Dispel Magic on it. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic now, just in case. just for my own peace of mind here.
Yeah. With that Dispel Magic, you cast, or not Identify, but Detect Magic on it, and you feel that the power in it is waning, but it's still there. You feel maybe it is not as powerful as it once was, but it is still capable of doing what it had said before. But you do not sense any necromantic magic on it.
So me and Grimly just watch her cast like 4 spells.
Yeah, I mean,
Grimly,
she
like,
is literally, she's, oh my god, what's the movie where they have just like all the screens in front of her and she's just moving the screens around?
Yeah.
She's just doing that with arcane sigils, just moving them around and like speaking.
Yeah, magic
in
circles, like.
And then a green skull
Doctor Strange.
And then a green skull of smoke lifts. Yeah, I mean, yeah, just a normal everyday life for Kinrava.
So
at least she doesn't have the ore.
So I'm pretty sure that I've dispelled whatever was cursing this thing. But you know, now that I'm actually saying this out loud, I probably should have tried casting Dispel Magic on you or Liadain for that smoke in my mouth. But, you know, anyway, I think. Oh right, fair enough. So I think I've taken the curse off of this, but it is weakened, and that's not from anything I have done. Making sure that's out there right now. But whenever they whenever they damage this thing, it's weakened it. I'm not entirely sure to what extent, but it is weakened.
Either way, it's not our fault that this place was attacked. And we helped them. And they still owe us.
Downstairs, while you guys are all doing this, Liadain and Olanu, you see that they have gone out to retrieve the people that had eaten from the cauldron, and it seems to be mostly everybody that was working in the building during this time, either cleaning up the dead bodies or picking up, you know, or cooking or anything like that. You see it's mostly staff and even some town's guards people. And of course, Daneth himself, but he seems to be cured of it. But he brings everybody in. And it seems that one of the elderly ladies who seems to be one of the the cooks here, she is not doing so well.
Grimly would see her and
I think we're upstairs right now. We haven't come back down.
Yeah, currently just the girls see him as they bring all these people in.
Right.
You kind of hear her like hack up a lung, basically, just coughing, and she seems to be under the weather, where her skin is pale.
Did they give people COVID?
Daneth grabs the old lady and kind of walks her up to you guys and says, "Take her to Grimly. She needs help."
All right.
Olanu will pick her up in her arms, carry her.
Everybody, Olanu, as you go upstairs, Liadain, you start to hear people like murmuring and like whispering to each other, and some even getting a little bit like frustrated at being brought in like cattle almost into a big sick waiting room of such. You hear one of them say, "Hey, what's this all about?"
So, trying to figure out why you're sick.
Yeah, why'd you take her?
Cause she's sick and going upstairs. Lay down.
Roll a deception.
Oh, okay. That is an 18.
Okay. He's like, "Fine. Why are we all here?" And then you hear one guy like, "Yeah, why are we all here? What's going on?" Daneth is just kind of like putting his hands up. He's like, "We're just assessing how many people got sick. Just wait." Olanu brings the old woman up to Abel and all y'all upstairs. What are you guys doing now as she approaches?
sickest.
Right. I'll walk up and I'll take the old lady's hands and just say, "You're going to be all right." And then say my prayer again and cast Lesser Restoration one more time.
The old woman immediately begins to feel better. See the life kind of return to her skin. And she kind of grabs your hands like tightly as you try to like pull away. And she says, "You need to help those people downstairs."
I will do my best. Do you feel better?
Much.
Just kind of puts her down so that she can walk.
Yep.
On her own.
She kind of sits herself down and then starts to hobble off downstairs.
Hold on. I don't want these people to get the wrong idea.
What do you mean?
Let me go with you. And I'm gonna walk with her.
That's fine. You start to head back downstairs. Liadain seems to be talking or speaking, or not Liadain, I'm sorry. Daneth seems to be speaking with people, trying to kind of lessen the tension of the room. And as you begin to walk downstairs, the old woman next to you says, "I'm healed. I'm cured." You see a few people like looking around, like questioning like what's going on.
Listen, everyone. We've found the reason that you're all sick, and we've found a way to fix it. But this is gonna take a couple days. It's not gonna happen all at once. We'll have to go through you a couple at a time each day.
Picking up from the crowd, you hear one go, "What if we don't have days?"
Listen, this is all we can do to help at this time.
Well, we need to figure out what's gonna help now.
I don't have those answers. All I have is this, so if there's something you can think of.
What did you do to her? Why did she get healed?
She seemed to have the worst illness.
And how did you find this out? Maybe he's sicker than her. Look at him, he's coughing up a lung.
Listen, we can bicker and fight all day. We'll gather the worst of you, a couple at a time, each day, and that's what's gonna happen. Or you can wait out there in the cold and die.
This is unacceptable. Daneth, are you just gonna stand here and listen to this? You need to tell him he needs to heal each one of us right now. Daneth is like, "Look, I can't control what he's able to do. He's the only one that seems that can help people." And he turns to you and he says, "Grimly, what is it? What is happening to these people? Why are they getting sick?"
Some sort of issue with the cauldron when we were under attack the other day. They damaged it. It's fixed now, for the most part, but we'll have to deal with this situation now.
You see the crowd starts to get a little bit rambunctious. The guy that was speaking begins to pull together a group of like several individuals. One like tall female, two like one dwarf, one male dwarf. They begin to like push forward in the crowd until they're like standing right in front of you, Grimly. Most of them standing a good couple feet above you, but of course the dwarf standing about 6 inches shorter than you. But they approach and they're like, "Look, we're next up."
Hold on. I've already expended what I'm tired, and I've already expended what I could do for today.
Whatever then. We're next up, no matter what.
Abel,
I'm definitely not in charge of who goes next. You guys have a town speaker. You guys can figure this out yourselves. I'll help 2 at a time a day.
Daneth will like stick his hand out and like push his hand up against the guy's chest that's like trying to get closer to you, but the guy like grabs his arm and like throws it to the side. And he looks at Daneth and he says, Daneth? And Daneth kind of like looks at him for a second and then looks at you grimly. And he kind of just shakes his head and he goes, look, we'll just take care of them and then we'll take care of the rest, all right?
That's what you decide.
Abel, let's at least inform the speaker that the cauldron's fixed.
We'll follow them down.
Yep, after you.
Yeah, Kinrav will head down and see if she can, like, spot Daneth on the stairs.
Okay. Liadain, what are you doing during all this?
As soon as the people started to get, like, unsettled, and I would just, I took out my mandolin and just started, like, playing as soothing as a tune as possible. Just to kind of try and push peaceful energy out into the room. Not magic, just the way she thinks music works. I think music works. And then, I would like to specifically focus on those 4 that are attacking, verbally assaulting Grimly, and try and pull off an enthralling performance once they've listened for long enough.
All right. So, with enthralling performance, you must provide. You must play for at least a minute, and then, of course, according to them being in the vicinity of you, listening in on what's going on, they are so upset. It's almost like background music to what they are talking about, but it still is affecting them. So you, of course, may choose up to the, I guess, 4 humanoids because of your charisma.
I want those specific.
Exactly.
I believe you said it was 4. I want those
correct.
specific 4.
So you may, of course, choose them, and each one of them will now make a wisdom save, or be charmed by you. So it is against your spell save DC, so they will start to make their wisdom saves now.
Yep.
And they are rolling with disadvantage because of their situation. Oh, shoot. And I am rolling.
Well, that's one hell of a disadvantage.
Yeah, they're puking as they're rolling. I am rolling the blue enchantress dice. So here we go. First, okay, we're gonna roll the main bad guy. He's gonna be last. So the first one is, or the one that's talking at least, the dwarf. That was a 14.
Does not save.
Oh, that's a disadvantage. Oh, they're both 9s. So that's a 9.
Also doesn't make it.
12, and then big bad energy. 9. All of them fail.
Cool. So they are all now charmed for the next hour.
Oh.
Until someone attacks them, and they or sees my allies attack any of their allies.
So as they are kind of beginning to raise their voices and intimidate the shit out of, you know, the speaker, and clearly not intimidating Grimly, but basically trying to. The voice, or your mandolin, carries a magical tune in the air, and they begin. Sorry, I just I read chat. I shouldn't have done that. Karen energy has been dispelled. Guac.
No Karen energy.
That is the quote of the night. Guac, that is the quote of the night. Thank you very much for that. Anyways.
That's my little brother.
Oh, that's funny, man. So the magical musical energy that is floating through the air, Grimly, you start to see that their aggressive postures begins to lower, and as they are lowered now, they turn to Liadain as she plays, and the big guy in front, the big human that was in front with this long grizzly beard, turns to Liadain and says, "Wait a minute, you're Liadain, aren't you?" Winter's End, Liadain.
Yeah?
And he like smacks the female next to him, and he's like, "Your playing is incredible."
Oh, thanks. I just thought everybody needed a little bit of a mood lifter since I've been feeling so bad and all.
And he turns to Grimly and he looks at Grimly and he says, "Tomorrow." And he turns around and starts heading over towards where Liadain is. And Liadain, he kind of basically like sits over next to you and he's like, "Hey, I'm kind of sick. That kind of that sound makes me feel a little bit better. You mind playing another one?"
Sure.
You see the others join
Play
suit.
almost the exact same melody. I just I'm changing little things ever so slightly just to kind of make it different.
Yeah.
We're giving them a sound high.
They are quite literally enthralled. All right. Grimly, everybody seems to come downstairs now as the tension between this, like the high tension between these two groups, between you and these people asking to be healed. You see Olanu and the crew kind of coming downstairs now.
Oh, I feared this. Alanu, I might need your help keeping these people under control
Very hard.
these next few days.
Next few days.
If we're gonna do anything about this, it's gonna take me days to fix it. Unless
Doing
you
it on
can
your
think-
own. Why aren't they calling for other healers? Can't stay here for what you can do 2 people a day, 10 days?
Vault Dad Gaming, thank you for the follow.
I mean, I agree. I don't know what else to do.
Right now, these people are looking for someone
Temple?
to blame. There's not much you can do that's going to
Brinchander. Can they call for them?
I mean, we can call for people in Brinchander, but I don't know if they can do what Grimly did.
Which
There
reminds
is
me,
there's a temple there. They might be able to heal.
speaking of which,
Need to come. We can't be the only ones doing this.
I also do have some news for
Things
you,
that we have to
Speaker.
take care of.
It's probably a good idea. This takes a lot out of me.
Very well, if you think that's the solution, I'll call for the healers in Brinchander and see if they'll make the trip.
Speaking of which, Speaker, I did, apparently during the attack that happened last time we were here, some of those goons apparently managed to place a curse on the cauldron.
Great.
However, I have just dispelled it.
So, we have a glorified pot now, huh?
Well, it still does what it's supposed to do. Although the curse did make it weaker. I don't know who may have sent these goons after you, but whoever did, they've got a grudge to have a go at you.
It's not just me, it's the town of Easthaven. Clearly, they were jealous that we even had the thing in the first place.
Do you know of anyone who... any of the towns that have a particular grudge against you?
Say about 9 of them.
Well, fair enough.
I might be able to help more.
What?
Can I try something real quick? Bring those 4 to me.
Hey,
The one
so why
Liadain's
don't
playing
you go
for.
talk to Grimly for a bit? I think he wants to try something to make you feel better.
Yeah, of course. Come on, gang. They all get up together and they move over towards Grimly. What is it?
I'm going to try something to help you. And if I do this, I need your word that you will work with me to help these people understand that we can only do so much at a time.
Heal me first, and we'll talk.
I want each of you to take hands and hold my hand.
He kind of like snarls for a second, looks around, and gives the nod. They all kind of clasp hands.
I'm going to expend 20 lay on hand hit points to cure disease on all 4 of them.
You can do that?
I'm just gonna
spend
flash
5
gold.
points apiece.
Oh shit.
All right. Grimly, like a fucking light bulb, you begin to glow faint orange, and then suddenly, in a flash that almost sends people backwards because of like the blinding nature of it, a golden white light whoosh, from you and fills the room. The people holding hands all like back up as if like almost like electrocuted from a an electric fence or something as they all hold hands. And suddenly, as they like catch their breath, I think that worked. And he looks over at like the dwarf, and the dwarf is like bending over, and he's like, yeah, it worked. They seem to like all be kind of smiling at each other. And they look at you, and they give you like a nod of approval. And they all start beginning to try and organize all the people that are sick and attempt to help you now in an attempt to kind of make sure everybody is cordial, make sure everybody is still in line, make sure nobody leaves, all that kind of stuff. So currently you have 15 more people that are sick, but it seems that Danith is going to be sending for healers, and they could be there by the end of the day if they choose to leave.
Is there anybody else that's deathly ill?
There seems to be a bit of like a more elderly person making their way up to the front while they are trying to triage people. It's a elderly gnome.
I'll just kneel down so I'm eye level with them.
Mm-hmm.
And
you need to kneel?
My last.
Mm-hmm.
Just about. It's a gnome.
Yeah.
I'll use my last 5 hit lay on hands to heal them.
He looks at his hands after you're done healing him, and he says, "You're something special, boy. You know that?"
I'm only lucky.
Huh. Luck will only take you so far. And he just kind of like taps you on the cheek. All right. Also, what's up, Chav Hunter? Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Nat1 family.
I'm gonna look at the others like.
All right. So as this situation seems to be boiling down to a situation that can be handled at least without the help of Winter's End, the Danith begins to write a request for healers as he sends out a carrier owl towards Bryn Shander.
I'll shoot that one down too.
Shut the fuck up.
At this point, I'm going to like knock Abel out so he can stop. I want to charm Abel, please.
Takes the back of the mandolin. Dong.
I'm just gonna wave owl food in his face.
All right. At this point, like I said, this has been kind of handled until. Oh, hold on, we got a mic issue. Okay, we're good.
Here we go. Oh.
Damn it, Allie. No, anyways.
Sorry. Is it better now?
Yeah, no, it's all good. Once everything's been handled, though, everybody seems to be, preparing for the next round of whatever is needed to happen. Ken, you were saying.
Speaker, I need to ask, do you know if there's any alchemical... Actually, are the other people still here before I say anything else?
I mean, you can say this in private if you'd like, just wherever you...
Yeah, she's just gonna, pull him away and just sort of say, so, are there any alchemical tools in this town we can make use of?
He's like, what do you need?
We found Imdra. She was chasing a lead on possibly that mage that you burned a few days ago. Unfortunately, she fell victim to a basilisk, but I may be able to cure her petrification if I have access to alchemist tools.
Yeah, I mean, I'll see what I can do. You might be better off asking Tomlin. He might be more familiar with the intellectuals of the city.
I'll speak with him, thank you.
And yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
But I just wanted to make sure that you are aware, before we have another riot going on here. We have found Imdra for the time being. While she is incapacitated, she is alive and can be saved.
Well, that's at least a little bit of good news.
All right.
All right. And on that note, we're going to go ahead and take our first little break.
I cast Fireball into the crowd.
Okay, well.
Yes.
Again, I'm going to tackle Kinrava.
I shoot 3 arrows at Liadain.
Torlix with the 5.
Alano just stands there waiting for it.
It's coming. It's coming. With the 500 base Torlix. God bless,
I'm gonna
man.
start charming that are in the party.
Good luck. I got advantage, bitch. I got advantage as a knife.
I give him to my primal owl bear instincts.
Yeah, Torlix, you are amazing. Thank you so much for the 500. You are incredible. Thank you very much for the support. Ladies and gentlemen, we are doing a dice giveaway today. So if you just stepped away as we were going on break, that is unfortunate for you because we are giving away today a set of Blue Enchantress by Die Hard Dice. Now, I will say that we are dice affiliates of Die Hard Dice, and this month's set for Nat1Fun is this Blue Enchantress set. Let me zoom in on myself a little bit. Let me just get a little in your face for a second. Wait, hop on. Hop onto my background. Well, hop on. There it is. This is the Blue This is the Blue Enchantress set. You can find it on you can find it on dieharddice.com. And here you can see it is a beautiful set that has purple and green. I'm sorry, purple and like pinks and blues. It is a deep blue, almost purple-like color. And of course it has like the mica powder glitter all throughout. The D6 looks absolutely incredible.
Wow.
Look at that. It's pretty.
Oh, it's the circle of stars through its dream.
There we go.
Wow.
So as you can see, of course, the camera can never pick up exactly how awesome these dice are in real life. As you can see, also a little bit semi-transparent before looking extra sexy. So if you would like to be a part of this drawing and you are currently subscribed to the channel, you can type in !raffle and be entered in to win these currently.
Raffle, not waffle, right?
Not waffle, raffle. And we're gonna put some giveaway music on because that's how we do it here.
Ray, if that had actually worked, I would have laughed.
I think I can pause it on stream. There we go. Let's turn this bad boy up. All right. So, as always, thank you each and every one of you guys for supporting our stream each and every week. I would like to say that we are sponsored, like I said, we are sponsored by Die Hard Dice. So if you would like to support Nat1Fun in a really special way, you can purchase these dice. If you don't win today's dice for free, of course, you can purchase these dice and support Nat1Fun through Die Hard Dice. So if you go to Die Hard Dice right now and you would like to save 10% off your order, you can type in Nat April and you will receive 10% off your order. And like I said, if you buy Blue Enchantress, you will also be supporting Nat1Fun just a little bit.
Hey Dan, is there any way you could make me a red dragon?
He's got that red dragon envy, that 6-month red dragon envy.
They're burning me up in the chat.
Oh no, are they really?
Look at what Shiny said.
Blue dragon user.
They're burning me up.
You know what the best part about that was? Is that I literally just saw Abel see it and then just drop everything he's doing to like serious type mode.
You motherfuckers.
How dare you? How very dare you?
This community is the best. Oh man, so like I said before, ! Raffle. You almost made me say waffle as I looked at the chat and saw Ray's message.
Yes. !
Raffle.
I have a red dragon.
Oh, look, it's adorable.
It's so cute.
We're terrible. Hate us. We are gremlins. Oh man. Well, it looks like we're gonna have a 1 in 10 chance of winning, guys. This is a pretty good draw of people. So ! Raffle.
Waffle?
No! I usually look at chat because there's plenty of people typing in raffle to do it. But all I can see is fucking waffle right now. ! Raffle. And now baffle. You son of a bitch.
Yes.
I can't lose. I cannot lose. I've been on the longest winning streak of my life. ! Raffle to get involved. WinAQ, WIINAQ. You need to be subscribed to the channel. If you have a Twitch Prime account or a open Twitch Prime, you may, of course, use that in order to get in for free. But we are giving away this lovely set of Blue Enchantress. Oh, you don't have to be sorry, WinAQ. You probably just popped in and saw it. No worries at all. We do our giveaways a little bit different here on stream live. Anybody that supports the stream, we are happy to support back. You'll find us on Twitter or on Facebook or even on YouTube and Discord, and we do giveaways there. And those dice giveaways are completely free. You don't have to be supporting us in any way. Those are mostly just to thank you guys for following us and hanging out with us and everything like that. So. I've just never been around during an actual giveaway. Oh, no worries, Win. No worries at all.
It said Win got a ticket.
Did he?
He
did get a ticket. Did I? Oh, I must have jacked this up. Okay, well, Win, you know what? You get a free chance, I guess. I don't know how to take your fucking name off this thing. Hermes, thank you for the gift sub to the Balloon Knight. I appreciate it.
I think he was trying to sub to win.
He was.
What happened? Did you misclick? No, I meant to do the shoot. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Well, Hermes, if I was more of a proficient streamer, I would know how to give your money back, but I don't know.
There
if
we
you can
go.
Give back
There we
a
go.
Sub.
There we go.
I know you can give back donations. I don't know how to give back a sub, so Hermes, if you are okay with it, I will message you after the stream and we can get you that money back. Well, Win, you are now subscribed to the channel, so you are officially in this thing. Win is a 2-month subscriber, obviously, showing in chat, so yeah. You are more than welcome to enter. Anyways, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and say after 10 seconds, we're gonna go ahead and stop it. So now's your last chance. If you haven't already, type in !raffle to win this beautiful set of dice. Blue Enchantress from Die Hard Dice. Ooh, look at that shine through on that. Oh, had it just right. You can see like the purple blues. Look at that. That's nice. Keep the change. All right. Closing the raffle.
The draft.
Grapple?
Good grapple.
Grapple.
That's me saying draft and grapple at the same time. All right, the drapple. All right, so on 3, we're gonna go ahead and pick the winner. Congratulations to 1, 2.
Hey.
You've gotta be shitting me!
Let's go!
Again!
Let's go!
This happened before!
Nice.
That's awesome.
Congratulations to Winak!
We should redo it because he's only a green dragon.
Yeah, oh, well, yeah, we should only allow red dragons. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Well. Yeah, Winak, congratulations.
That's awesome.
Coming in last minute. Sliding into home with that. Anyways, get with us on our Discord channel and we will be more than happy to get those out to you as soon as possible. Thank you very much for participating. Don't feel bad, Win. You are a subscriber to the channel. That's how it works. So again, thank you very much for 1, supporting us and 2, being here. Even though if you can only make it to 1 raffle or 1 giveaway a month, you know, more power to you. That's fine and all. I appreciate you being here. So with that, we're going to go ahead and go on a little bit of a break, 10-15 minutes, and we will be back here in a little bit. So thank you very much. Congratulations again to Winak. Don't forget to get into contact with us. And we're going to go ahead and be right back. So we'll see you in a little bit, guys.
See you. Lolly did little like chibi drawings of Kinrava and Abel.
What?
They're the best.
In the fan art.
They're
It's
in
the best.
fan art.
Lolly's the best. Look at Abel.
What the fuck is this snake, dude?
The snake.
This is what my mental eyes see every time Kinrava settles conflict. No.
With the spray bottle.
I love it.
I have a twisted sense of humor. I'm sorry. Lose the finger.
Oh, that's so cute.
Sorry. I like how it's the channel points in order to lose the finger.
Oh, is that what that is? Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
Instead of lose the glasses, it's lose the finger.
Oh my god, I totally didn't even get it. I'm dumb.
Oh, that's awesome.
Lolly, you are a gem. You are a true gem.
Oh, guys, yeah, if you're not already in our Discord channel, someone go ahead and post it up in chat. You need to be. So we got fan art flowing. We got a new Nat1 kitchen that we are proud of to announce. You can, you know, post up all your culinary goods and everything, all your food creations. We also have also obviously a dice porn channel where you can post the prettiest click clacks you have or want. all kinds of stuff. You guys just need to be there. It's a great area to talk and hang out with our community. All right, we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Could you mute the chat for a second, Dan? Just so.
Yeah, absolutely. 1 second. Let me. Mall Chucker Maps. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Nat1 family. Here, let me just do this. You guys go ahead and talk. Well, nice. This is about a $10 set. It's like 9 something, and then with shipping and everything, Winnack, it's about $10, something like that.
Oh, there's Dan.
Can I come back in? Is it safe?
Yes.
No, I'm naked.
Okay. I can hear your nakedness through your voice.
You can hear my flesh. You're a pervert, Dan.
Well, you said flesh.
I did the same thing with
By
my.
the way, the camera, you didn't have to like readjust her camera, so is hers still?
Should be good.
Like, is Liaden's camera still in the right place?
It should be. I guess it can
Flash.
only tell when she sits down.
Fair enough, then. Okay, I'm gonna go get myself some snack.
How'd you like your little one-on-ones, Abel?
Jesus Christ, it was the creepiest thing ever. It reminded me of Princess Mononoke, Forest Spirit. I didn't know what was happening. I was like, what's about to happen?
I wanted it to be like a mix between horror and kind of like love. You know what I mean? How do you mix those two things together?
Yeah, mission accomplished. That shit was weird as hell.
Where the fuck this shield guardian?
It was in your heart all along. Alright, I'm gonna go grab a drink.
A mix of horror and love. You mean like marriage? Understand why it wouldn't give me, like, yeah, there's a shield guardian and he knows exactly the location of it, but it also doesn't tell you where the fuck the shield guardian is. I have to look it up online, see if anything. Loch Ness, you are just asking for trouble. I'm telling you, Loch Ness. I'm telling you right now. Don't push your luck, Loch Ness. Okay, this is the last one, Loch Ness. See, I told you that's the last one. I shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done it, Loch Ness. The dueling career's over.
Shout out to Ralex for these chocolate chip muffins that I'm about to eat.
Wait, did you say you're having chocolate chips?
Chocolate chip muffins?
Hey, we got like 3 new people in the Discord.
Do we?
Unless Hermes changed his name, but we got 2 new people still. Hermes and Winneck, welcome to our Discord channel.
Hey.
Awesome. Hermes, I believe, is subscribed to the channel.
He is, yes.
Hermes is, yes.
He's got a dragon.
Oh yeah, what color?
DM Disaster, you too. Awesome. Welcome everybody, guys. Yeah, if you haven't joined our Discord, now's your chance. Oh, also, let's take this moment to talk about Twitter, because I think we were only a few follows away from, yeah, literally. If you are here during our break, we are 3 follows away from giving away another set of dice. So 2 sets of dice today. Check out our Twitter at Nat1Fun. And if you're not following us, you definitely should be. As you can see, our pinned tweet will show you that we are giving away a beautiful set, yet again by the lovely Die Hard Dice. This time, the Blue Wisp.
They are so pretty. I want them so bad.
Yeah, guys, you have no idea how much dice we give away on this channel that all of us are just so incredibly tempted to keep.
I've officially started just buying 2 sets of dice for the giveaways.
I was gonna say, I'm just gonna start having to do that.
Oh no! Don't look at chat, Trey. Don't look at chat.
Shiny says you should totally follow Dan lives and breathes Twitter. He's like a red dragon user just for Twitter. Well, I agree. I do live and breathe on Twitter. I tweet about 15 to 20 times a day probably. Commander Strain.
Don't judge me by the color of my scales.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Nat1 family. All right. Winak, I got your message on Discord. Thank you very much. Tav Hunter also. You guys are awesome. Thank you for joining in. Seriously, guys, each and every one of your follows and each and every one of your like joining in on our like communities and stuff like that helps to build Nat1Fun. And we are building Nat1Fun from the ground up. We literally had nothing in what was it, November? I think November. We had 0 members, and we are already cresting over 150, almost 200 in the Discord. We have over 1,300 followers on Twitter. We are looking at nearly just over 200 followers or subscribers on YouTube. You should definitely check out our YouTube, by the way. We put out a lot of good content on YouTube. Yeah, man, I can't do enough but tell you that we are all over the internet. How do I become a dragon? You become a dragon by subscribing to the channel, Shiv. If you subscribe to the channel, you get a wonderful white dragon starting out, and then every month after, you get a beautiful new colored dragon. And if you're awesome like Super Ray 38, which is it's just Ray Liadain from the show, she is subscribed at tier 2. She is subscribed at tier 2, and if she types in chat, you can see she's got a nice little bowler's cap on her dragon. Or a top hat. And if I type in chat, you can see my sexy sunglasses on my dragon. Because that's tier 3. So tier 2, you get a top hat. Tier 3, you get sunglasses. And of course, every month, you get a new dragon. Pretty cool stuff.
You know, I don't know how I feel about eating a bar of chocolate that has the words "choose pleasure" on it.
Also, fuck you, VR Lolo 1223.
See?
Yeah, and you should take them up on that offer.
I probably get big clicks and buy follows. I'll probably become famous.
Sure you will.
Dream Elements auto bans those people in my chat.
Dude, I keep forgetting to put the damn auto whatever the hell, you know what I mean?
Auto mod.
Yeah, auto mod where it like the message gets auto banned. I'm afraid one day that someone's just gonna like jokingly type that shit in and then get banned automatically.
One thing more evil than any sort of enemy in Dungeons and Dragons. Take that.
Whoa! Ray with a slap. Also, yeah, that's another thing you guys can do to support. Damn! God damn the support tonight. Trixie girl.
Trixie!
Get him in here. Can I get a shout out to you know what? No. Let's do this. Trixie, we're gonna shout you out here in just a second. We were rated by a few people tonight. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and support each and every one of them. So while we wait for Ali to return, let's do a quick thank you. Nikki Nerds Out. Can we get a shout out on Nikki Nerds Out, please?
Nikki!
Shout out to Nikki. Nikki Nerds Out is a wonderful streamer. She is some great content, and her friends always playing some awesome game, you know, be it Red Dead Redemption or some other fun game that she plays, you know, co-op with her buddies. Not to mention, she also has a wonderful world building D&D style stream that she does every Saturday. So some good stuff. Always check out Nikki Nerds Out, exclamation point, shout out Nikki Nerds Out. There we go. And then a big thank you to Gronk for the host. And then a Trixie Girl. So we're gonna shout out.
I got it.
You already got it out already?
I got it right now.
Okay, yeah. So shout out Trixie Girl. Anyways, playing Portal 2. Awesome.
Hey.
So, obviously an awesome game if you haven't played Portal 2, but Trixie, how was your game? Did you have fun playing, or are you playing it as like a speed run, or what are you playing some Portal 2?
I've never played it.
You have never
so
played
good.
Portal 2, dude? Oh.
GLaDOS was part of the inspiration for Kinrama, so...
She's amazing.
You know, that makes a whole lot of sense.
Right?
The end credit song is a pretty good song too.
Yep. Yep. All by itself. It's a replay. Haven't played in like 8 years, just enjoying it. Well, you know what?
Nice.
Who cares? I appreciate the host and the raid, so no matter what. Either way, thank you very much for hanging out in the host. Alright. Allie, where the poop are you?
Pooping.
Oh, speak of the devil. The 10th anniversary was like 3 days ago? Oh, no shit. That'll make me feel old. You sure it didn't come out like yesterday?
It totally did, don't worry.
Okay, good. Alright, so... let's see here. Looks like we need 2 more followers on Twitter before we can do the giveaway. We'll see if we can do the giveaway tonight.
Ooh,
After the stream.
So close.
Everybody else, are you ready to go, Allie?
I'm ready.
Allie, you good to go? Your camera kind of froze up on us.
Yes, I am.
Okay. All right, so on that note, we return. All right. So let's go with some Icewind ambiance. They send out the owl to Bryn Shander. And you can choose what to do next. What would you like to do? You got a plethora of things to choose from.
I am going to go to... Oh,
I'm gonna mute her until she's all fixed up. Go ahead.
can't hear you, Ali. I am going to... Kinravel going to go and see if she can go to see Tomlin to ask about alchemical tools.
Okay. You walk into the
No,
door of the library, and as you are walking towards the door to the library, the door opens before you even can like reach for the handle, and it like kind of slams open, but not like fully. It's just like somebody was like backing into it or something like that. You of course in the background hear the deft like swinging arm of Tomlin as he grabs the falling vase, and as the door kind of pops open, you see somebody carrying like a stack of books in front of them up to like their nose, and having to like put their neck backwards, and you see a woman dressed in kind of dark robes, that she's kind of a little bit of an elderly woman, white hair, and she seems to just be like trying to kick the door open, and she walks by and she's like, "Oh, sorry," and she begins to just shift by you and walk away. And Tomlin says, "Ah, kin. What brings you back?"
Who was that?
I didn't ask her name.
Okay. Well, do you know anyone who might have access to alchemical tools?
Alchemical tools, are you speaking of flasks and everything involved? I would say you
Yes.
might find something at the general goods store. I believe
All
he
right.
himself is somewhat of an alchemist.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, sorry, hiccup there. Okay, well, in that case then, I'd love to spend some time and catch up Tomlin, but unfortunately we need to do this as quickly as possible because apparently the town is sick and we need to fix whatever's going on again. But I will come back and see how you're doing later, okay?
Before he can even answer, just like under your feet, like a skittering kind of motion occurs, and you look down and you see not one but two tiny little kobolds running with books in their hands as they run after the woman in the snow. Friends of hers, I believe.
No, what? I'll get back to you, Tomlin. Thank you. Thank you. And she'll actually go off and follow the kobolds.
You see one of the kobolds is like tripping in the snow and like trying to catch up, and the woman seems to be trying to balance these books just in front of her until she finally comes up to one of the houses just randomly within the city, and she kicks the door open with her foot, and the kobolds follow. One of the kobolds sees you as you are clearly following them. And
yeah, I'm not making an effort to hide.
Yeah, looks behind him, and he kind of like, and then like, walks inside. And the door shuts.
Okay. Is anyone else with me right now? I don't know.
You went to the library by yourself, yeah.
Oh, this is great.
And this is how we die.
You know what? I'm gonna be stupid. Yeah, why not? She'll knock on the door. I'm gonna be stupid.
You knock on the door, and it seems to be a bit of like scrambling of like claws against wood on the other side, until finally, opening the door, you see two kobolds stacked on top of each other, and the one that is like on top of the first one looks at you and just kind of says, "What do you want?"
I'm curious. Do you or anyone in there have alchemical tools?
None of your business. Be on your way.
You know, just for the record, you little rat, I'm pretty sure manners are taught to you.
What is manners?
You know what? I forgot just how pathetic your race was. Never mind. Thank you.
You see the bottom one,
Chill.
like, put its hand against its chest, like it was hurt by what you have just said. And the door, like, slammed shut in your face.
Alright, she's just gonna take note of where this house is for later.
Yep.
And then she'll go back to where the others are.
Okay. You go back to where the others are. It seems that everybody is gathered kind of in front of the speaker's house currently.
I need to go buy alchemical tools for my little gremlin friend. Does anyone else want to come?
Oh, sure.
May as well.
Incidentally, there's kobolds in town, so Hmm.
With that little doozy, you make your way towards the general goods store.
Okie dokie.
You can see the door is hanging off of its hilt still, or hinges, not hilt. You see it's hanging off of its hinges, and you can pull the door open. It is open, and inside you see a halfling man dressed in all green, and he is currently stocking his shelves with what looks to be bits of or small vials of whale oil.
You know, considering how many times we've been here, has he ever said what his name is? Like, I'm double checking my notes right now.
Nope, I don't think you've ever asked.
Okay, fair enough. Hey. You.
Bud.
So.
Hey, guy.
He just looks over in your direction and he goes, "Have you come to kill me?"
Why would I want to do that?
Last time you were here, you said they were out to get us, and to be warned.
Oh, that was the people who poisoned the cauldron. But that's all taken care of now, and the cauldron's back to in order. Do you have alchemical tools?
You are all over the place, you know that?
It's
He
been
says-
it's been a very strange day for me. I am not in the best of mindsets.
I mean, I have personal alchemical tools. I don't have any for sale.
Well, would you be willing to help? Would you be willing to let me use them at least for one brewing batch? We found Guard Captain Imdra. She was petrified by a basilisk. I might be able to cure it. I might be able to cure it. Trust me,
Why would you go and do that?
Believe me, I don't want to, but these people behind me apparently care about her, so, you know. Would you
I
be
feel
willing
you,
to
I
let
feel
me
you.
use your tool?
10 gold.
Yeah, sure. He just tosses the gold to him.
All yours. They're in the back.
Thank you.
Do you have thieves' tools?
He just he kind of goes, what?
I know. How else am I supposed to ask, though? Do you have thieves' tools?
That's better. Yes. What are you wanting to buy them?
Yeah.
Well, let me look at my catalog to see how much they are. I think they're 35 gold pieces, if I'm not mistaken. You can assume I have them, though.
Oh, good.
Whisper about thieves' tools in a town full of
25 gold pieces. I'm just kidding. It's on discount today.
I'll take them.
Don't tell him where you got them from.
I don't plan on telling anybody I've got them.
full of thieves, and you're their
It's
general
fine,
goods
they're
store.
weird.
Yeah, why do you think I have them?
A secret.
It's just not... You don't want to walk around with a bomb if you plan to bomb something. You don't want to walk around with thieves' tools if you plan to steal. Just... You don't say things out loud. Anyways. Just take them. 25 gold pieces.
I hand him the gold, and I take the thieves' tools, and just kind of start opening it up and messing with it.
He just looks at you and he says, "You've never even seen a set of thieves' tools, have you?"
No, I have. I've just never owned a set.
The way you're handling them. Never mind. Are you done back there?
Good question.
Or the one left her back there.
What do I roll for this?
So you're attempting to brew a bit of a potion, or not even a potion, really just a cure for petrification, which in this world would probably be classified as a potion. So we'll go with arcane knowledge to go along with this, as well as we'll make a couple rolls. So first off, we're going to go ahead and say one will be the potency and one will be the amount that you're able to brew.
Okay. So it's got that lot of stomach acid.
Yeah, you had like a full flask.
Yeah.
And we'll say a flask like that could probably, in terms of like a perfect world, probably could cure like, we'll say like 3 people in total. If it's like a perfect world with the brewing kit. So we'll say 2 rolls. The first one is going to be an arcane one for so you can roll an Arcana check to see how well you brew this.
Okay. Oh, let's see. What's my arcane? Ooh, a +7.
God
That
damn.
is Sage, boy. That is 24.
24. All right. So with that, you begin brewing, and you take the stomach acid of a basilisk and begin to mix it in with a few of the components that he had kind of just stationed above the area. And by mixing and matching different chemicals with it, you believe that the potency has not been lost of the acid itself. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about amount. We're going to go with the different statutes of the roll of the 20. So a natural 20 will get you 3 doses. A 15 or above will get you 2 doses. 10 or above will get you 1. Anything below a 10 will get you 0. 10 to 15, 1. 15 to 19, 2. Natural 20, 3.
Okay.
Oh, dang.
And you will be rolling an Arcana check again. This is your skills.
Okay, Arcana check.
What was that face?
Well, so do I add my Arcana to this now?
Yeah, you're gonna add your Arcana, so +7.
So that's an 18 with my Arcana.
Oh, what the fuck? You made it seem like it was like a 1. I'm over here thinking that you fucking like killed Imdra.
I was like, oh, that's actually not too bad.
All right, so with an 18, you still managed.
I didn't know I add my Arcana to this. Okay.
You still managed to brew 2 doses of anti-petrification.
Okay.
Now, this anti-petrification is not an instant like, gulp, you are now unpetrified. It is you pour it on the petrified person, and after a day, you believe that they will become dissolved using the solution enough to where they can break out of their petrification state.
Okay. So after brewing that, she's going to come back out with the 2 vials and go, so we should be able to cure Imdra with these. Just 1 is needed.
Really, that quickly?
They were very good tools. You keep your tools in very good order.
Because you didn't
Send
break
it
anything, did you?
via owl.
No. What did you say then, sorry, Iceheart?
Could we send it via owl? Does it need to be hand delivered?
I mean, you need to pour it on the actual statue, but we don't need to be the ones doing it. But I suppose send it via owl might work.
People tend to shoot down owls.
Yeah, it's been a
Just
problem.
her owl.
That's why I made him a snake, you know. It's gonna be harder to shoot this thing.
I would never shoot down a flying snake.
No, boy, you wouldn't. Anyway, well, also, and if you don't mind, she's going to talk to the shopkeeper because she doesn't know his name. She's going to talk to him. If you don't mind, I'd also be quite happy to give you the credit and say that it was thanks to your tools that Imdra was able to be saved, meaning you get to rub it in her face every time she comes in here all happy and jolly.
You gotta just like his eyes become elated and he's like, I like where this is going.
There you go. I do have one last request for you.
What is it?
So, she's going to take out the Shardlin 2 box that we got, open it up and show him the spell scroll.
Yeah.
I've been curious, because I'm sure we're not the only adventurers that come through Icewind. However, has anyone ever come through here with one of these for you?
He just looks at it and just shakes his head no. But as soon as you touch the casing again, that same sickness in your stomach begins to pulsate. I need you to roll a D100 for me again.
D100, that's a D10 and... It's a D10 and a D100. That's 89.
89. As soon as you pull the scroll out of its casing and begin to go on a rant about how he should probably know these kind of things, and he's a fool for not. Mid-sentence, you gotta stop talking and your stomach takes hold and you like are cringing in pain as it like basically turns your body inside out, you feel like, and you are stunned for the moment. And you like drop the case and like grab your stomach. DJ Dubin, that is a perfect time for a Monka S sticker. Thank you very much.
Dubin.
Are you alright?
You can't talk.
She's just groaning.
What's wrong with your friend?
Yeah, she had some of the bad stew.
I'll go over and pick up the scroll case or whatever.
Yeah, you guys can all roll intelligence real quick before you just run over and grab the scroll case. Everybody roll an intelligence check. That's it.
Everyone but the wizard, roll intelligence checks.
17.
17.
I got an 11.
11.
10.
How much was that, Ali?
10. Ali, what'd you get?
Oh. The barbarian rolled a 16.
Oh. Barbarian rolled a 16.
Whoa.
Nice. All right. So
with a +0.
With those excellent rolls, minus Abel, Abel goes to grab the scroll casing, but Olanu shoves her arm in front of Abel and pushes him back and says, "That's dangerous."
Don't think we should touch that.
Olanu, right. your microphone is jacking up. We can't hear you. Now we can hear you.
Yo. Don't touch that, you fool.
I will pull out my short sword and stab Olanu for talking to me that way.
I would like to try and charm Abel, and he can even know it's happening.
This just suddenly turned really violent. I think poor Ken is just staring off. Ken Rava is just staring at the ground. The halfling
I'll pull
is
my
stunned.
hand back.
Okay. What is that thing? Get that shit out of my shop.
Alright, well, we can't leave her, so you're gonna have to wait.
And he just starts pushing Ken and like pushing her out of the shop. Ken is just like having to like wobble out. He's like, get out, get out. You've got what you come for.
Okay.
Ken, as soon as you're outside and the cold breeze kind of like hits your face, you kind of come out of it.
Oh, God.
So what's up with that thing?
That is an excellent question. Detect magic.
Okay.
Oh, who grabbed it? Because I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
We made sure Abel didn't.
You
Is
look
it still
inside
in
the
there?
shop. You look inside the shop, and the halfling is on the ground, on his back with his arms spread out like this.
Oh God! I go back in and use mage hands to just pull the thing out.
Yeah. He seems to be like
Sorry.
snoring. He's like.
Sorry. My
I
apologies.
finish him off in his sleep.
Jesus, Abel.
I don't know what's gotten into you today.
I'm turning
Right.
into an
But
owlbear,
I'm
okay?
not normally the person talking people down from doing dumb shit.
All right, so yeah, you mage hand it up. Your detect magic will detect a fiery force of, well, what would it be considered? It's still okay. So it would still be considered a non-detectable magic in terms of class. It is, but you can detect that this thing is extremely magical in essence.
So that's something else that's probably cursed. Great. I'm gonna mage hand that back. Whichever pocket I pulled it out of.
Yep. You just kind of open it up and it slips inside.
There. That's probably another thing that's cursed. I'll deal with that later.
On it.
Yeah.
I will say this, Kin, with your intelligence check, when you first came across these black crystals that makes up the casing, you understand that this casing doesn't necessarily come off as cursed to you. It just seems like there's some sort of magical essence that radiates from this type of crystal that causes some kind of chaotic energy to go on.
Huh.
That goes back all the way to where you first found them, like, in the mountains.
You know, this is starting to give me an idea. Yeah. Anyway, what did you ask, Ice Heart?
Just curious why you would still want it.
Yeah, you can do all sorts of things with magical properties like this. Why would you take a sword off a dead body? Because it can help you survive later.
She just stares at you intently. Nope.
Your mic today.
Yeah, something's up with your mic.
No, we're still can.
What about?
Yep.
Yeah.
We should what about and
We heard
not the now.
Sort of.
We heard
Sort
what
of.
about. And that laugh. Is your noise gate set too low? Is it just not picking up what you're saying?
Maybe. Let me check.
I can hear
Maybe
maybe.
move your
Let me
mic
check.
a little bit closer.
What about now?
Yes.
There you go. Hey, okay.
Okay. Says never mind. Whatever.
Plus, Ice Heart, I'm afraid you're going to have to realize I'm also a wizard. It's magical, I'm probably going to try and figure out what's wrong with it, or probably poke it at some point or another.
So, not to interrupt this great conversation about things that we already knew. What is our plan now?
Excellent question. We can either go and deal with Gruagar. Actually, now that we've brewed these things, I don't really need to go to Bryn Shanda.
So, the Duragar then?
You can always just send one of these vials off via an owl and tell I'll tell Corey to use it on Imdra.
Is there anything special you have to do? You just pour it on?
You just pour it on and it should work. Yes.
Yep. All right. So.
Talking about.
Oh, go ahead.
We had been talking about someone who's trying to end the rhyme for a while now, but we haven't really pursued that.
That is true. I believe Grimly brought it up.
Yeah,
I'd really like to get out of here.
I think he had a pretty interesting name, if I recall.
Do you think that the healers will be enough to help the people that are here?
But we don't care about that. We just asked you what the name of the
No,
book was.
no. That's yeah, yes, Grimly. As of right now, we do, and what we can do is we can tell them to send us a note if it's not.
Okay.
You don't
So-
say you don't care about people.
You know,
Know
the weather,
that.
the weather outside is biting, becomes a little bit chilly.
So,
We need-
should we just send this off with an owl?
I don't. I mean, do
We
we need
have
to go back to
to-
Caer-Konig?
I just wasn't sure if it was on the way to where we're going.
Oh, good point.
The Lonely Wood is to the northwest. That's where
We'd have to go
Copper
through Bryn.
Knobberknocker.
Yeah, we'd have to go through Bryn Shander and then up through the western roads. Otherwise, we're going to have to possibly climb a mountain.
Okay.
Yes, Lonely Wood is just north of Caer-Konig.
Oh,
Oh, we can visit your wife and tell her she's going to have an
Yeah,
owl bear
I
husband soon.
Think that's a good
stop
idea.
it!
We can certainly pass through down. I don't know if I'll be stopping by though.
Why? What? Did you stop in? Did you have a
No
row?
problem. No, but should probably get a move on soon.
Okay.
I agree.
Well,
we-
it's only like 4 or 5, so we can probably get some of the way tonight.
Maybe make it to Burnchander.
Possibly.
Let's
There was
go.
a
All right. What?
Never mind. I was just going to see if I could spy on a house that had some kobolds in it.
This is a house full of kobolds.
I have no idea. But you know what? This place has enough problems as it is. Let's just go to Bryn Shander.
So
Why don't we
let's
stop
we
at the
send the-
speakers and have them send the owl, and then let's head out.
Pretty sure he already sent it out, didn't he?
The owl has been sent out. Not the one with
No,
the vial.
Oh.
the owl
Not with the vial.
With the
one.
vial.
No, that's what I mean.
with the vial.
Oh, that's probably a better idea. Yes, I'll write the note up already. So I'll write the note, and he can just send it off with the owl.
Okay. You guys make
I'll
your
go
way to the.
Gather the X-Beaks.
You guys make your way to the the town hall. As you guys make your way to the town
I'm
hall,
gonna go with Grimly.
no problem. You guys make your way to the town hall. Grimly and Liadain, you guys go and pick up your axe beaks. When you guys make your way to the town hall, you walk inside and you can see that, yep. I don't know why I'm like blanking out on
Daneth.
names today. Daneth Wayland, Jesus
Daneth
Christ. Sorry, my brain is scrambled. Yeah, you see that Daneth Wayland is currently talking to an elderly woman that is flanked by 2 kobolds.
See, I told you there was kobolds here.
One of them turns around. It just like
Jesus
like
Christ.
hides behind the old woman.
Actually, why am I doing it? No, the familiar does it. The snake is gonna do it.
Okay, well if the snake does it, it's not as scared. Anyways, they see you walk in, and they're like, you could see a look of concern on the speaker's face. And
What went wrong?
he's like, yeah, about that. I'd like to take a moment to pull you to the side and get away from prying ears. She can come with. And you guys walk to a side room that's kind of like right next to where you are. It's just like one of the side offices. As you walk inside, Olanu and then Abel and Kin, they sit down and you see that the woman like lays out a large map onto the table. And she points at the map and says, This is where I believe it is. Daneth calls you over and says, looks like we've got some bigger troubles on our hands. And he looks directly at you guys and says, look, I know we've already asked a lot of you, but Bellany here, she's come up with some dire information. And she turns to you and she says, Bellany Harple, at your service. And you can see now, she is, like I said, white-haired, a little bit elderly, dressed in robes, and she currently has the two kobolds flanking her, like every move on either side. And you will also note that sitting next to her on the table as she like holds her arms over it, sitting behind one of her arms and slowly peeking its head around her arm, you see a white snow owl. She also has an eye patch on one of her eyes. And she kind of looks over to you and she says, the Durga, they will move soon.
They will.
I assume you know what I speak of.
We know a little.
Apparently, they are building a weapon. I've got word that they are building this weapon high up in the mountains. The spine of the world, of course. Directly to the south of us. A fortress. We do not act now. I fear they might get too powerful and make a move on 10 towns. And she points at the map at a location south of Easthaven in the spine of the world. Where are your compatriots?
They were
Gathering
actually...
axe beaks.
Yes.
To head to
They should-
Brynchander.
They should be here soon. But if this is more important, which it certainly seems that way...
I fear if we do not act now, many lives could be lost.
We?
We, as in you and me, Daneth, the town. Ten towns as a whole.
Just say that they're actually targeting 10 towns.
Notes, books, letters. They all speak of some horrible creation, a weapon being made in the heart of a red dragon.
Thus death will come to 10 towns on dragons. Death will come to 10 towns on dragon's wing.
Exactly. You guys gather the axe beaks and you begin heading back to the speaker's house, unless you want to speak with our lady at the stables.
I just thank her.
You guys head back and you make your way inside and you are pointed in the direction of the speaker. The door opens and everybody kind of clambers up and like stops speaking as Liadain and Grimly enter the room, and then realize it's Liadain and Grimly and kind of just wave you on in.
Y'all discussing a surprise of some kind? Because you're being
do you all have that-
real weird.
Terrible
on your
tidings.
The distraction.
Druagar are planning to unleash a weapon on the rest of 10 Town.
What's the weapon?
Don't know yet. Danis is like, hey.
He does it every time we talk about them. Just he doesn't
Talk about
like
what?
Don't.
Druagar.
Don't.
Oh, come on.
Abel smiles. I smile.
Well, you did mention you had an idea of where their fortress was, Miss Harpel?
Yes. There's a location to the south. I believe I have triangulated its location.
What can you do in combat?
Combat. Look at me. She just kind of points to herself, being
Wait, she's
that she's
coming?
old.
She's not coming.
Alright. No
Vel-
offense, but
Velany, was it?
Velany, yes.
My name is Abel Elias. Thank you for this information.
She just nods.
I should
She
probably
says, what is it that you need before you leave? Take care of it, because now is the time. Ellie! Okay, we're good.
Oh, there it is.
Well,
It's snowing.
ideally what we would like to do, Miss Harpel, is have some time to rest. As our paladin here has lost a lot of energy helping the sickly of this town.
I don't know how much time we have left, but if you need to rest,
How about if
best
we
you
head
go
out?
rest now.
How about if we head out and rest on the way there? I can create a small shelter for us using my magic.
I'll tell you now, it's not going to be a one-day trip. So you might as well
Even
go
better
and
then.
sleep on the way.
Even better then.
I can't imagine traveling through the mountains is exactly the quickest way.
Is there anything that you can give us to aid us in this journey?
Good luck.
so Daneth,
Yeah.
at one point there was a few items that just were around. Can we look through those, and if we need something, maybe borrow it?
What do you
Try
mean?
and there's
I don't-
wasn't there like a whole like stash of just stuff?
Oh, that.
Up where the cauldron is.
Yeah. Yeah. You can borrow whatever you need.
Great.
Can I... I'm trying to figure out how to figure it. What exactly is the owl doing while she's talking?
Hopping around and just kind of staring at everybody that speaks. Keeping an eye on everybody.
Does it seem intelligent?
I mean, intelligent enough that it's like looking at people that are talking. Instead of just like
Okay.
staring off into nothingness.
Okay.
It's not Grimly.
Just starts heading up the stairs.
Same.
I go with them. I go with them.
Velany and Daneth are just like, oh, okay. As you guys take off. They go
the
to plan
guys up
more,
with the
more stuff.
information. We'll be back.
Yeah, they go to plan more stuff.
Ladies, we need to go shopping.
Jesus Christ.
Grimly and Abel, you guys are down there with them. And Toralix, my goodness gracious, thank you for the 500 bits. Gosh. It's insane.
Let's go.
It's not going to
insane.
stop Abel from killing your characters, but GG. Thank you, man.
Toralix, thank you so
Yep.
much. You're amazing. So Abel and Grimly, you're downstairs, and it seems that they're planning some sort of collaboration with 10 towns to attempt to warn them of any kind of Duergar presence in their towns and stuff like that. They're basically just pleading with, like, writing out some kind of plea with the other towns, just to trust them and say that there is something that is going down, and it's going to go down soon, and they need to prepare.
You think it's that dire, Felony?
And she looks at you and says, "The Red Dragon's heart, the Duergar coming up to the surface. What doesn't say dire about it?"
Why would they do this?
Why wouldn't they? It's the perfect opportunity for them to take over.
I suppose
Don't worry.
that's true.
Nighttime, forever, here in Icewind Dale. This is a perfect opportunity for folks like your drow friend. My friend's here. The kobolds look up at you. And the Duergar to make their way to the surface. She places her hand over your mouth as you go to spit.
Oh, that's gross.
Listen. We'll do our best to take care of this Duergar problem. But Daneth, I don't want you to forget. Don't want you to forget about your payment. We are still owed that money.
Get it to you some way.
Abel, we should get with the group and head out.
Ladies, you make your way upstairs, and you see that there is a whole bunch of junk. Really, the only thing that sticks out to you is a small knapsack, or a small sack that has a crazy-looking face on it.
I would like
into
to
it.
take that sack.
Detect magic.
You detect magic around the room, and Liadain is holding onto this beautiful purse with gleaming eyes, and you see now that this bag is quite magical.
Do you want me to cast Identify to figure out what this is?
You can do whatever you want, I say as I'm opening it up to look.
You open it up, and there's nothing. It's just like a black hole inside, and you're just like, huh.
Oh.
I'm going to cast Identify on it, but I'm going to use my Order of Scribes thing to make it only a minute.
Okay. So yeah, as she's trying it on, and she's like looking at it and making it, you know, doing whatever she needs to do with this.
It looks so good.
This
like,
bag.
just
Fabulous.
here.
It looks fabulous on you, darling. Fabulous.
Liadain, or I'm sorry, Kinrava, you identify this as a bag of holding.
Definitely keep a hold of that.
Maybe they won't miss it.
In theory, we're borrowing it. But if they don't know how long... I didn't specify how long we were borrowing it.
I mean, frankly, they owe us so much money, we may as well just take this and keep it.
Seriously,
know.
right?
Right?
Jesus Christ.
Anything
The
else
boys-
in here?
The boys make their way upstairs as you guys are chattering.
These characters are so greedy.
We've been given fuck all!
You see them holding the bag of holding open, and they're just shoveling shit into the bag of holding in the room from the room.
No, we're not. I hope. No.
I just bucking around, but yeah, you know, you see them messing around with the bag of holding, and then a bunch of junk laying around the room.
And we're taking this fucking cauldron back too.
Yeah, outside of the cauldron
No.
still being there.
It definitely poisoned like a whole town. Let's not...
We just leave it in the Duergar fortress.
Oh, I don't remember what all is up here. What are they going through?
Just a bunch of junk and the bag of holding.
It's essentially their evidence locker. It is everything they've confiscated from people doing crime or anything like that. That's why they had the bag of holding because they gave away the scroll of fireball to Kinraba because of Dazan's burning. Other than that, it's just a random bunch of bullcrap.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How big, like, say, is this bag of holding?
Normal bag of holding size.
A knapsack, right?
So if we roll it up, we can
It's
fit
like
it
a
in some
merce.
pretty. We can fit it in some pretty small places.
What? Why?
I don't know what you're getting at there, Seth.
You know, we might be able to hide this in like one of our other bags if they ask us if we need to give this back. Just
Oh.
Oh,
Is there anything in the bag?
good question.
not that I've seen. I
Dump
tip
it
it
upside
upside
down.
down this time.
Yeah, dump it upside down.
You dump it upside down and a bunch of shit just starts falling out of it.
Actual
Oh,
Like actual
Gross.
No.
Oh, God.
No, just a bunch of like cutlery, maybe some
how was Brian doing with this?
some old books, just random stuff. Yeah, you grab the old
I'll
books,
go-
and it's just like, I don't know, a cookbook for trout.
She throws it literally out the window.
Crash!
They
As
go
it
ahead
lands
and
out the
grab
window.
The one that-
cutlery.
The one that got blown open whenever they did that
Yeah.
spell.
Yeah, she
They
just
just
thrown it
fixed
out the
it.
window.
They just
Just
fixed
gonna-
it. Yep, it has just been fixed. You see the guy with like the fresh paint, pail of paint as he's walking away, and you throw the book out the window. He turns, he's like, "Really?"
I'll go grab that +1 longbow in the corner.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then I think, is that
Bracers of
studded leather?
defense.
I'm gonna go grab that
Yeah.
studded leather over there.
Studded
I'm gonna
leather.
just go take this staff of fire. You know, I'm just gonna take that. No.
Why don't
If
we
I
do
can just
this?
get some rope, I'd be good with some rope.
Yeah, why don't we do this? You guys finish looking up around. You find that there's nothing more. You do have the bag and everything, and you note that you have very little time to dilly dally. And
Yeah,
you make your way downstairs.
Yeah.
And they are in talks to try and figure out what's going on with the towns, and trying to get them to understand that there might be something wrong with the Duragar. Or something not wrong, but there might be something going on with the Duragar, and they need to be vigilant in their towns and stuff like that. And they look towards you as you come downstairs, carrying all kinds of like bullshit that you don't need on your back, and obviously just like, all right, we're ready to go.
I'm not. I literally just have
I'm-
the one thing.
Yeah, I'm not doing it either.
Just kidding. So you guys come downstairs. They look at you and they say, "What's your next move?
Well,
Guess we're heading out.
Take this map."
Oh.
She just rolls it up and hands it out to.
could I
whoever grabs
ask
it.
you for a favor before you do?
I'll
dangerous
take it
to go
and
alone.
put it in the bag of holding.
This like big ass map just disappears into the bag. She's
Hell
like,
yeah.
fancy.
Could I actually ask you for a favor, Speaker Daneth?
Yeah, what is it?
She hands him the note that she wrote, as well as the flask,
Mhm.
and say,
Oh shit.
"Can you attach this to a carrier owl and send it to Caer-Konig, please?"
What is it?
This is a potion of anti-petrification. It should cure Imdra of her petrified state.
Petrified?
She
thought you said-
encountered a basilisk. I informed you of this before.
Okay. I couldn't remember if I was the guard or if I was myself.
Oh no, I totally bullshit your guy. But no,
Okay,
here
no,
you
yeah,
go.
I know. I couldn't remember if I was me. Yeah, that's fine.
Is everything okay then?
Sorry, it's
No,
The-
he was just
the
sick.
food, the poison.
Here, can you just send this to Caer-Konig, please?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
You
Just for the
also-
record, on this note, like the entire back of the note literally just says, "This is not alcohol, do not drink this."
I love it. Yes, that's great. Perfect.
Oh, I put that on the front of the note.
Do not drink this, Trovis.
Yeah, it actually says Trovis on it. Yeah, sure, it says
I love it.
literal Trovis on it.
Yep. All right.
Please make sure you take good care of it.
and you send it off and away.
I totally forgot about that already.
Is there anything you would like to accomplish before heading out?
God, no.
Let's go.
Let it
Alright.
go.
You walk outside.
I'm gonna go kill some Dragar.
Yeah. You walk outside. You see that your 5 axe beaks are sitting there, prepared and waiting for you. It is about noon o'clock at this point with all of that. I'm sorry, not noon o'clock. It would be later because I forgot that it took like 6 fucking hours to get. We're looking at like we're looking at like 6 p.m. We'll say like 6 p.m. So
Sounds
6
good.
p.m. as you head out. Let me write that down. I will forget the shit out of
Same.
that. 6
It's
p.m.
in my notes.
So you guys leave out at about 6 p.m. and start heading south using the map that was given to you by a strange new friend, compatriot, weirdo, named Velany. And as you set out, you are greeted with the gigantic, like almost tip-top skyscraper-esque mountain view of the spine of the world in the distance, long, far in the distance. And you know you have quite the trek ahead of you. And at this point, go ahead and end today's session.
No, we need to keep playing. Sorry, Dan.
Okay, we'll go ahead and keep playing. You guys go ahead and
Sweet.
roll on the random encounter table. And
I can't believe that worked.
I can't either. Good God.
so
I want to keep playing.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, at any point, you guys are like all in and say like, let's just fucking keep going. I'm always down for that. Don't get me wrong. I've always just tried to stop at the 3.5 hour mark. Toralix with the fucking 1,000 bits. Holy shit!
Get out of here.
What?
Jesus, man. Tora, why are you so fucking amazing? Like, you keep dropping
He's
these
not
like.
that.
I mean, come on. He keeps dropping
He's
big
not that.
numbers. He's like,
He's okay.
take it. Take
Big
it.
hearts.
Big hearts.
Thank
yes,
you.
Get out of
very
here,
much
Taylor.
so.
Boo for
Toralix,
ending.
Thank you so
We agree.
much. I would have to get a full consensus with everybody to make sure we are continuing. I do not mind continuing, but I also am 100% down to end on time, as we had stated previously. I'm not here to pressure anybody into continuing. I 100% want to make sure that everybody is 100% on board to continue. And if not, don't feel bad, because I specified that 10:30 is our end time, and I'm actually 15 minutes late. So, can we?
God damn it, Dan.
Is it a thumbs up or a thumbs down? What are we doing? Yeah, I mean, I see the face on Ray, so don't worry about it, guys. We'll just
it's
continue
totally
next
fine.
week.
It's totally fine. Yeah.
We'll just continue next week. No problem. No problem
My
at all.
grandmother's birthday party.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
get the
go.
fuck outta here.
Go.
Yeah.
Go.
What are you
Oh,
still
God.
doing here?
How
Bye.
dare you even play? No, I'm just kidding. All right. Yeah, do your thing. Do your
No,
thing.
they knew I was coming late. They planned it on a Saturday.
For sure.
They
for
knew
sure.
I couldn't be there until after 4 American
All right.
time.
So, on that note, everybody that is watching on YouTube, thank you very much for joining us tonight. I really appreciate you guys being here. It was a great adventure, a lot of role play today, but we're gonna move into action pretty soon. So I hope you guys stick around to see what's going on with these Duragar. Thank you guys again. We love each and every one of you guys. If you can't catch us live, don't forget that you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit us up here, and you will see us every single week. So thank you very much, and keep being your best self. Bye, guys.